Hello once again to all of my fellow adventurers. Our friends are once again continuing their little debate on who is this evil mastermind who is giving gifts to children, who is setting good versus evil, who is creating chaos within the town by dividing people into who's getting gifts and who's not getting gifts. Is this a horrible thing? Is this bad? Is something going to happen that's going to come up from behind them and spook them? I don't know. Last time Max had a pretty good spook by finding someone with eyes full of coal and heart full of fire. Today, we have the adventurers continuing the search. Will they find something that will help them figure out the nature of this beast? Or will they continuously having a problem bickering upon themselves to figure out who is better to actually find this villainous person? Is it an actual villainous person? Is it someone who is just, doing the best that they can or giving charity into their own heart? Is this the Saint Nicolaus that people have been talking about? Is it something else? We catch up our adventurers inside the woods. They have just defeated a couple of faces of their old ancestors. But they are still in danger. There is someone who is not who they believe they are. The longer it takes to find out who the villain is, does it make it harder for them? Does it make it easier for them? Have these evil things disappeared in the beginning of the day, in the sun, kind of like vampires? Are they hiding underground? Are they up in the air? Are they in the town that they are hanging out in all day long? Soon we will find out. If you have any thoughts or comments, please put them down below. But anyway, let's get to the adventure and have a great day.
Saks, not sex.
No, Saks Fifth
Saks on
Avenue.
Fifth Avenue. It's a store.
Oh.
It's a very famous store, too.
Oh.
That's a good one, though.
From half court.
Huh.
No, that's full court.
Mm-hmm. What?
So, yeah. So if you ever... So, as I said, it says online I only have like 1 or 2 listeners. And I know it's probably just me listening to these things.
Oh.
But they are up there. If you ever want to look and go, I said, please go look at it and go do that. Double check, make sure, because
He's begging
I know there's
now. He's resorting to begging.
No, it's more there are things that are there. If I had messed up or I said something, I want you to make sure that I'm keeping everything fair.
So I have, back when we were doing, what is it?
Sticks and stones?
No, no, not even before that.
Mhm.
There were a couple of things in what's-his-name's house.
Mhm.
That Mr.
Your sugar daddy.
Yeah. There was something with the guy whose house we saved that I needed to go back and listen to.
Not Corbett.
No, it was before Corbett, even.
Of
That
course.
like it was like some of
I
the
think we
first
killed
things you
Corbett.
uploaded under this channel,
Corbett.
and
Trying to
they,
make a
so they
creature.
are useful.
Corbett had the scary creature. The sun that's part of Yog Shagat.
Didn't he himself, at the very end, Corbett, transmorph into something
No,
that ran at us?
no. He summoned something.
Okay.
He gave up half of his health to summon something, and you killed him, and then you let that thing be free.
And what ended up happening? We killed Corbett.
Yeah, you killed Corbett.
Somebody shot
But
him.
if you were able to talk him down,
Right.
which he was bleeding from the eyes and ears, so if you did a hard success.
Mhm.
No, if you did a critical, it would. Sorry, no. I said you had to do a critical success because he knew you killed his kid.
Yeah.
So that makes it from talking him down to a hard talk down, and because he's ran the thing of sanity, summoning a demon to kill you guys with him, that made it a critical success, that you needed a very hard success. And that's how I ran it, that you needed a very hard success to confront him. If you confronted him, he had the ability to go stop to the creature would have been frozen, and he can banish it.
Okay.
But you killed him, which meant anything that had any control over it was dead.
Right.
And then you guys looked at me and went, how come it's not disappearing? I said, because it's not a summoned beast.
Right.
If I summon you on a bus, bring you to my house to fight for me, if I die, do you disappear?
In Skyrim, yeah.
It depends. Like
If
I
I called you up, you came
Right.
to my house, and we went out to a fight,
yeah.
and I got myself knocked out, are you gone? Do you just, I don't feel good, Tony Stark? Or are you still there?
Well, you're my friend.
Hmm.
So I have a vested interest in being there. So I would stay there and help you. The demon has no such interest with any human beings.
Yeah, but you shot him in the face.
All right. There's the motivation for staying.
Yeah, you shot him in the face with the shotgun. If you did 0 damage to him, he would have gone peace and left.
Right.
He had no qualms with you guys. He did not care.
Okay.
But when he was fighting, you shot him in the face and you took off half of his face.
Oh. What if we had sincerely apologized for that? What do you have left?
He probably would have just eaten your soul.
Okay.
I do support that decision. When faced with a demon, shooting half its face off is not. That's not a good course of action.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm there.
But instead of gaining back sanity, because you even out sanity at the end of a campaign, because you guys get to sit and talk. Because at any point in time, you guys can sit and talk. And by being adults and talking it out and being a shared group, working through it, you can gain sanity using your intelligence or using your education or using your mental strength. And if you all roll a successful thing, you get a D4 sanity back. If you sit and talk, it just takes time.
Right.
Because you guys understand what is happening, and you all can collectively go, no, I really saw it. Because a lot of the things that I like about this is it's theater of the mind. And in theater of the mind, when I say Yog Shugata,
Right.
the image in your head and the image in his head is 2 different things.
Mm-hmm.
If I say a multi-tooth bad boy, that he has way too many teeth in his head and his mouth opens up way too large to eat your face.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see yourself as a Bugs Bunny cartoon where the mouth is just empirically open, or Beetlejuice, while people like Max may see it as Welcome to Derry, and you see the it creature?
Yeah, if you mention something like that, my mind goes to all the 80s cheap B horror movies that I saw in high school.
You are seeing it that way.
Yeah.
The newer generation.
Or I see something that looks like the Demogorgon from Stranger Things opening its mouth.
Lots of the new generation will see that.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If I say way too many mouth, way too many teeth, fangs coming out of the head, coming out and then trying to eat you, you're going to see it more like that.
That's another thing. That's generational. If you say Stephen King's It, a lot of younger people from this generation will see that.
Mm-hmm.
I will always see Tim Curry. You know what I mean?
I will always see Tim Curry.
Right.
Because I have also met Tim Curry.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Unfortunately, it was when he was in the wheelchair.
Oh.
So it was not when he was doing all the other stuff. But it was one of the meet and greets and whatnot.
Like when
and,
people, and
it was at the horror.
When people say Superman, I cannot think of Superman without conjuring images of Christopher Reeve. That's my Superman.
I would agree with that.
Superman the animated series.
Oh,
Because Christopher Reeve was good, but Batman the animated series and Superman the animated series will always be the flat out right Batman out there.
like Batman. The first actor that I think of when I think of Batman is Keaton.
I can see him.
Right.
Just if you tell me what is the best Batman, Batman the animated series is the best Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Because as much as you want, as much as I love Danny DeVito,
Right.
as much as I love Schwarzenegger and all of that other stuff,
Right.
there was a lot of campness. And when he was fighting the Penguin, he legitimately kills a guy in the first scene.
It wasn't so bad with the first two Keaton movies, but became far campier.
Yes, but it was
With
Joker,
Kilmer
the Joker and Penguin were right.
Yeah.
Two-Face, not so much.
What did
Mr. Freeze, he should have had more of a love interest. He was literally going for his.
What did Keaton return for, where he reprised his role as Batman? Not so very long ago. Do you know, Kevin? What movie or series did Keaton reprise his Batman role in very recently?
Wasn't that Flash?
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he came back, it was George Clooney.
Yes.
You're not Batman.
Like all these alternate universes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when I was watching I loved watching Supergirl. And and the same studios do Flash, but Flash does not exist in the same universe as Supergirl. He has to super accelerate himself.
He has to go into the Flash Force.
Right.
Not super accelerate. He has to go into the Flash Force.
Right. But cinematic Superman does exist in Supergirl.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, that actor who played Superman in Supergirl is the same actor who played Superman in the Lois and Clark series, I think. Yeah.
Oh, because it was an extension, I thought.
Yeah.
Smallville.
Yes.
See, I know some of that stuff. But once again, the best Batman will always be
Adam
Batman.
West. Adam West.
Adam West was the first good one.
Yeah.
He had the right campness. He had the right timing for his time.
Right.
He was surprisingly well needed when Batman came out, which brought out more characters. But at the same time, the first Thor was sad.
The first Thor.
The first
Oh, are you talking about the Lou Ferrigno movie that was directed by Bill Bixby?
The 80s
Yes.
Thor, yeah.
Yeah. He, in that made-for-TV movie, he was just a Viking who was summoned by
Someone.
the doctor. Forgot the doctor's name. The doctor who becomes Thor. But yeah, and he was not a god. He was just a Viking named Thor.
Yeah, so once again, the campness was right for the regular Batman. He had, and it was surprisingly smart campness. It was the right campness.
Right.
It's kind of like Evil Dead. And if you ever watched the regular Evil Dead movies, the first one was literally made with $50,000. A kid saved $1 a day every single day for his entire life, and that's what paid for the movie.
If you
And
start
it's the right Bruce Campbell campness that started off
if you start
All
that
that.
series, if you start that series, you can start that series and get by completely fine just watching Evil Dead 2. Because
Right,
Evil
it's pretty
Dead
much
2,
rehash of the first movie.
right, recaps so
Just
much
like,
from
you
the.
know, when-
It's not a
Right.
recap. It's a retelling.
Right.
Have you ever read the synopsis of Evil Dead 2?
No.
Bruce Campbell completely forgot what happened in the first movie.
Oh,
Because of this, he somehow winds up with a new fiance, a new group of friends, and a new hand
okay.
that he ends up doing the exact same thing and finding himself at the exact same cabin in the woods
Okay.
as the first movie. I wish I was making that up.
Who's laughing now? As he cuts his hand off. My favorite scene in that movie is when he straps the chainsaw to his stump of an arm, and he's like, "Groovy." This is my boomstick.
That's the third movie.
Right.
Army of
Have you ever watched Briscoe County Jr.?
Of course I have.
I like the sheriff. He was like, the sheriff was Elvis.
So sad when they canceled that show.
What's that?
So I was so sad that they canceled that show.
Yeah.
I know they have it on here. Evil Dead 2.
Have you ever seen Bubba Hotep?
Yep.
That is an awesome movie.
Bruce Campbell was the sole heroic survival of Evil Dead. Now Bruce is back to go the distance again. But will he be that lucky? Returning to the remote and isolated cabin in the woods, Bruce and his girlfriend Annie must once again do battle with sadistic warriors of the spirit world, discovering ancient book of the exorcism and the book of the dead. Bruce fights against possession of his own game. This book is anything but light reading. When read aloud, when read aloud, it unleashes a supernatural demons bent on a brutal torture and bloody revenge. They prayed it would never happen again. They were wrong. The thrills are fast and furious, and and Bruce is now back at the house in the woods. That is literally the back of the tape. He is now back at the exact same house with a new girlfriend, reading the exact same thing.
Okay.
It's because the first one was a college set movie, and they did it in college as a movie fair, and the movie people took him up. The second one, he actually had a budget.
Yeah. Sam Raimi, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Raimi and Ralph Tabor, the ones who did Xena and Hercules.
I always thought the book from the Evil Dead movies was the Necronomicon.
But it's the Book of the Dead.
Okay.
It is the Necronomicon, but it is the book. Well, there is 3 books,
And that's Lovecraft.
well, there's 3 books.
Right?
I don't know if they ever actually called it the Necronomicon until the third movie.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is there's 3 books. The first book was the Book of the Dead. The second book was the Book of Exorcisms, and the third book was the Necronomicon. Because when he goes to the past, there's 3 books, and he's supposed to choose the right book and say Electo.
Barada Nectar. He doesn't say it right. Atu Barada Zika.
Achoo!
He doesn't say the right thing.
Yeah.
Which is just the line that.
And he's
in the day the Earth splits.
and because he touches the book, it sets everything off. So he literally creates all of this to himself. Because he himself messes up the translation, which then allows the demons to come back and attack him later on.
Oh, jeez.
And that's how he's sent back into the past, because the demons get fed up with whatever he was doing in the future, which send him into the past, which allows him to take the wrong book and set things off.
Right.
Then you have to go back to the future, and then you have to watch the show Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Which continues the story.
You have one?
Oh, I had a raspberry. It was quite delicious.
Tchotchkes. They only come out one time a year.
Well, that's kind of like how. Have you seen all of the Planet of the Apes movies from the 70s? That's a loop. So it's insinuated. It's insinuated in the third movie, Escape from the Planet of the Apes. Cornelius and Zira explain to the 20th century Earth scientists that the cats and dogs of humanity start dying out from a strange virus. And humanity can't go without their pets, so they start keeping apes as pets. But the whole implication is there's this one scene in that movie where a woman walks by Cornelius and she's carrying a little dog, and the dog snaps at him. The implication is that Cornelius and Zira are the ones that bring the virus to the 20th century that kill the cats and dogs. And set the events
Which
in
is
motion.
in the same world as 13 Monkeys. And Bruce Willis destroys the rest of the human race.
That's right.
Because is it him who had the disease? Or was it the person who was making everyone smell the disease that set off the disease?
It's a time loop.
Which is one of the reasons time travel is not possible.
Is what?
Not possible. Because
Not-
of these things.
It could technically be possible, but the whole fact of there is so many implications that would completely destroy and ruin everything about it.
According to modern scientists, it is theoretically possible to travel into the future, but impossible to travel into the past.
Real time travelers prove me wrong.
So you can go into the future, but you can't come back.
Well, what we can do is we can technically, if we were able to travel faster than light,
Right.
we would be able to go beyond our Earth and our solar system, beyond where our Earth is.
Right.
Then look back at it through a telescope and
Right.
watch what happens to the Earth as it's happening at that point in time. Because it travels at a light year.
That would be a pretty strong telescope.
Yeah. But if we travel far away,
Right.
we are now backing up in time.
Right.
And because gravity is technically part of time, the farther out from gravity that we are at, the faster time, or the slower time travels. So, as it slowly travels away, the light is at a specific distance. We can travel away, see that light, and we can see the past as it was if we could see the light of its actual reflection. So we could technically see the past, but we'd have to travel so far away that the gravity of the Earth would make the Earthlings to have faster time.
Right.
That by the time we leave and we come back, years would have passed.
I just don't understand why we can't travel backwards.
Because it's already happened. Unless you were actually there,
Right.
and somehow you had created something that allowed you to go back, there would need something at that point in time for you to actually have been there.
They're all lying. Time is fake.
Oh, time is wibbly wobbly. There's so
The
many
wibbly
things.
wobbly, timey wimey.
It's so fake.
It's also, we have concluded the fact that time exists, and we have created a measurement for it.
Right.
Because there is no actual measurement for time. It is space and location.
Couldn't time just be a measure of entropy?
Entropy is a measure of entropy. How close you get to entropy is your calculation of entropy. Time is the calculation from whenever you started time that may get you closer to entropy. But you would have to know when entropy actually happens to have a dead time to say that you are so far away from entropy.
I just thought entropy was disorder.
No, entropy is the end of all friction, power, light, energy, everything.
Oh, so like heat death of the universe.
Yes, pretty much.
So, and as we all know from
entropy is the continuation of destruction.
And as we all know from the first Superman movie, if you can make the Earth rotate backwards, time goes backwards.
Yeah, and everything goes backwards.
If you make the Earth spin backwards, we all stop and we all go 27,000 miles that way. So 27,000 miles per second. If the Earth just stops,
right
where it is in the universe, 27,000 miles per second. We're flying that way.
Right.
Well, where's east? We're flying that way. I'm going through the window and destroying the other house.
Mm-hmm.
But just for the whole fact that I'm going to hit this, I immediately...
Oh, if the Earth stopped spinning?
Yeah. We're traveling faster than a bullet. The first thing we hit, just the friction of the air of us going through,
perpetual motion. If the Earth stopped, your body would keep going.
Yeah.
Just like in a car. Car going speeding and stops all of a sudden, you're going to go through the wind. Yeah.
But just the friction of
you're
air.
Just talking about.
Yeah, just like the friction.
My molecules interacting with the nitrogen and hydrogen around me
just
be.
You know how you have a sonic boom?
Yeah.
Because you go so fast, you're going faster than the air can move away from you.
Like if you're in a speeding car, and you suddenly put on the brakes, you're still gonna.
I get that. No, I'm talking about sonic booms.
Oh,
sonic booms is when a jet or something else is going faster than the friction of the air that it is itself. That means that the air molecules cannot move out of the way, and the force of the air is now compressing.
That's called breaking the sound barrier. Yeah,
it's the same thing.
Right.
You are compressing in front of it.
Right.
Well, that's happening at Mach 1, which is about 100 and something miles per hour.
Right.
Well, if you're going 1,000 miles per hour, you're going Mach 14, 15, which means that you are compressing the air to the point that is now actually heating yourself. And that's like comet.
Like if that jet.
So it'd have to be made of tungsten to survive.
Tungsten might liquefy too. You're getting to once you're going to multi-thousand miles per hour, you're going to the point that tungsten might flash boil.
Like if that jet flew over you, it wouldn't make a sound, and it would take a few seconds before the sound hit you.
It would be.
Well, it's more. I'm saying you are now the jet.
Oh.
So we are
because you are now the jet. You are now compressing all of the air from here to there.
That's nice.
To a point that you are now flash frying yourself.
Nobody steal
By the time
that.
you
That's
reach the window,
that's going to be my
you have
drag
already
name.
melted
Flesh
off
shit.
It's like when they show, they have movies that reproduce the bombing of Hiroshima. People see the flash, but it's several seconds before they hear the sound of the explosion.
Yes,
they
but
see
you are the explosion, but you are the missile.
Right.
You're forgetting the whole point. You are now the missile.
Okay.
You as the missile getting launched out of a cannon to the point that you are now the missile.
Okay.
The friction of the air coming towards you is just ripping you in half.
Okay.
That's like when old planes, you had the goggles because the wind would get up underneath the eyes and it would start flying.
Like you see those, the G-forces.
But even the G-force with inside a cylinder and you're just creating G-force, that's just sucking your face. We're talking about friction against the wind.
So I'm pink mist before I even hit the window.
Yes.
Really.
There is one perfect thing, and it was The Ring or
Larry Niven's Ring World?
No, there was a
just like in space battles.
There was a TV show all about
when
space.
Spaceships get hit with laser fire, they blow up.
Yeah,
there's no explosions. There's no fire.
Well, it could be oxygen inside a ship.
Right.
Well, the whole thing is
very limited.
Right.
You have oxygen inside the ship. The other ship technically wouldn't hear you, but since you're in lower atmosphere, there still is atmosphere out there. It's not a non-atmospheric area.
Right.
If they were in deep space, there should be no sound.
Or when big spaceships, like if you watch Star Trek, any of the Star Trek series, two big ships meet each other, they're both on level plane. There's no like one ship's like this and the other ship's on an angle, because there is no up and down. But they always meet each other like they're ships at sea. They're like they're on level with each other. You know.
Yeah.
That always drove me crazy.
I guess that's just best for the cinema.
Yeah,
right.
I
That
know.
wouldn't happen in real life.
Right.
So, The Expanse. There's a show called The Expanse. The Expanse is made by very sciencey people. It's like what would happen if Neil deGrasse Tyson decided to make a TV series.
Yeah.
And what they were actually doing inside the TV series is that they perfectly set up the jet fuel. So they were traveling that way.
Right.
And halfway to the place where they were going,
Yeah.
they flipped and was slowing down.
Right.
And then this way, on the entire ship, it had gravity.
Right.
Because they were continuously accelerating all the way there, which accelerating at 3.5 meters per second means that you have Earth's gravity.
Right.
And you're just accelerating, going faster and faster and faster and faster. Halfway there, they flipped, and they were braking, which made them suck down to the bottom of the ship. So they actually had gravity inside of the entire thing.
Right.
They were also showing, if we have one Earth atmosphere, and a hole pops into the side of a ship, how much force is pushing out?
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot. You could put your hand up to it, and it's not sucking your entire insides out. You could just take a clipboard and put it on it, and it would suck onto it. So kind of like if you watch any of the Star Wars one, where a whole bunch of like tables get sucked up to the window, and it stops the air from going out.
Well, actually blown up.
Before and so you're not just getting blown out. If you had nothing to hold on to, yes, you would get sucked out. You just wouldn't be as violently as Alien Resurrection. But they were in a high pressure. They were trying to say that they were in a high pressured area, and they pressurized those vessels because they were near giant planets like Jupiter.
Yeah.
So it was high pressure. So it was like 7 or 8 fathoms of pressure. So you're multiplying the pressure of the Earth. And that's why when the hole appeared, it went sucked the person out. Because it's multi-fathoms. I know. Boring stuff.
It's not boring. That's fascinating.
It's deep sci-fi.
But if you watch The Expanse, what happens is that we go out into space and we find a giant ring. And someone is traveling to the giant ring to find out what's happening in the giant ring. The person's spaceship gets to the giant ring, and on video, he just mystifies.
Yeah.
Just instant death.
Yeah.
And no one knows what happens. Well, they took their time to travel out there in a safer spaceship and go around it, thinking maybe it's a death spiral thing.
Right.
No, it was so someone can go hyperspace, hit it, and it's a slow zone, so they wouldn't be hyperspace going through a planet. It was a giant catching net.
Okay.
So it was supposed to slow you down, and if you were in fluid or something like that you can brace yourself, you wouldn't instantly die.
Right.
But he didn't know that, so he was just in a spaceship going as fast as he can, almost going near light speeds to go across the galaxy to hit this thing.
Right.
And he goes from almost light speed to nothing.
Right.
And it just mystifies.
Yeah.
He just turns into blood. And it's the most visual representation that all of our science can do of what would happen if the Earth just stopped. We would all just turn into mist. The speed that we're going, either we're crashing down into the Earth, or just the friction of the air of doing this is enough just to turn us into a mist within 2 feet. So we would be us with all of our muscle and everything slided off, mist, bones and everything.
I bet if you jumped right before you hit the bottom, you would land and be fine. Like on an elevator.
So it's The Expanse. The Expanse was one of the fun things. All right, so Kevin, you joining us?
I'm listening. I'm still have to finish this.
All right. So, to recap what happened last time, Max had used his. I'll have to think about it. Hold on.
I have.
So, listening to myself, I realize I am very nasally on these recordings. I have to stop upping my voice because I know I have a deeper voice. I just
I don't
stop
think you sound nasally at all.
inside the recordings. I do.
Okay.
Everyone sounds weird to themselves. It's one of the
Yeah.
reasons
Well-
I avoid listening to these.
Well, one of the things is I personally raise the tempo of my voice because everyone says this is too low, and some people can't hear me. So
maybe
I usually talk
shall
like
begin
this.
to
Okay.
speak like this. Yeah.
But after so many years of doing it, down here and lower is my actual voice.
That does make a lot of sense.
So in the recordings, when I'm upping it, I'm making myself sound more nasally. So I'm going to try doing this to see if it records a little bit better. So in the last episode, we had Max, who had previously at the Viking adventure, we had Max who just berserked, and berserking is a very bad thing. He had helped kill, almost pretty much single-handedly killed everything there, because everyone else kept missing.
Happens.
And with the battle axe was able to kill these heads of some of the guardians that you guys have seen as wood reliefs of the people who had saved humanity from the demon tree. Right? So you guys had recognized some of these heads.
In other words, these were our kin from a couple of generations back who went on that monastery adventure.
Yes.
Okay. Question. This is a sort of a side question, a rules-related question. Where did you get the Berserker rules? Because I looked through the Dark Ages book and the Vikings book, and the only Berserker that I was able to find were NPCs in the Viking book.
They are basically the rules from Sticks and Stones, which is the other compendium of Chaosium,
Right.
which is their expanded adventures.
Okay. Okay.
And in their expanded adventures, they have more magical and mystical things.
Okay. That's their BRP.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So it was a extension. One of their adventures that was built off of the Dark Ages adventures, and they wanted to give the Berserker class and a couple other classes to bring in more D&D.
Because the Viking core book almost made it appear as though Berserkers were so horrible, it wasn't something that was available to players, and it's not something that you should want to aspire to.
No. And once again, Max loses sanity almost every round as he's berserking.
Okay.
It is not something that is good. He is turning off his brain and doing as much force as he can. If he rolls a crit, he's also technically damaging himself because he's using so much of his force. Instead of just a normal attack where you are not using 100% of your force,
Yes.
he's almost breaking himself to do that
Right.
fantastical force.
In his Berserker
So it's
state.
a D4 of sanity every round, 1 HP, and 5 mana points to activate it.
Yeah.
I get 3 attacks a round, and it lasts for 5 rounds.
In his Berserker
But I
state.
did have I had a token that
You had a
let me
token
clear it.
that allowed you to clear it, but you also have a craftsperson who had gained the ability to craft some of these items.
Oh, sweet.
So, Kevin, His gift from the tree was a set of tools that allowed him to use his MP to create items. So he could have been creating these items during all this time. He has not. You could have been helping out with sanity. You did not.
Right. In his berserker state, is he just as much of a threat to his friends?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Good.
Remember,
says
you hurt me.
Yeah. So are we good?
Yep.
5
Right.
rounds, 3 attacks around, but may harm allies.
So instead of Max's character continuously going ahead and killing the nearest enemy or living thing, because it is so he is to attack anything that is living or moving once he has deemed the first enemy has been destroyed. Once the first thing dies, he is supposed to roll an intelligence check to see if he sees his nearest friend or the other enemy is the nearest enemy.
That sounds like most mushroom chips I've had.
Yes. So he was able to roll last time and said, yes, the other scary head thing, because I didn't make it a hard thing.
Yeah.
Because even in a berserker state, a head that has 2 hands coming off its head,
Yeah.
2 human feet
Coming
stuck
off.
up its throat,
Yep.
and it has a mouth full of fangs with 2 bat wings, was a very easy thing to say, yes, that's what I want to kill.
Right.
So he didn't really have a hard check. He just needed to roll to see, did this thing moving attract him more than the bat thing?
Right.
Yeah, what's the dose?
After the bat thing had died, he went to go attack Kevin. And then Max had used his amulet, which was a one-time thing, which brings you back some sanity, and was able to take you out of this berserker state. But what it had done is it had created a tattoo of a giant Viking squirrel on your chest.
Viking what?
Right.
A giant Viking what?
Squirrel.
Squirrel?
Yes.
Ooh.
A animal companion that has imprinted itself on
You
him.
mean the giant squirrel that's on Idrisil?
Pretty much.
Ratatosk.
Yep.
The
And
squirrel
it
that
had-
lives in the world tree.
And it had brought him back to sanity.
Okay.
You guys then had stood around and went, yeah, no, that was fucked up. And you still hear in the distance the hunting cries of the first hunting party and all of the noise that they're doing, knocking down trees and everything else in the distance. And that is still happening. We ended that you just killed all the stuff. Max had done that. But because Simpson had seen the room, you guys had seen these things, he has the ability to replicate stuff. It is
Kevin
up,
does.
it is up to Kevin's ability that he can replicate some of the stuff. During the last day, he
Replicate the head?
No, replicate the gifts that you guys got.
like
Oh.
Max rolled at the beginning that he has a bonus to his armor.
Yeah.
Kevin could be sending and writing those runes on some of the other armors.
Because they're just inscribed on my axe. So-
But the whole thing is, it's not just the inscription. You can put an inscription on anything, but without meaning and power, an inscription doesn't really mean anything.
Right.
Fair.
So, like, I can put a quarter on a piece of paper. It means nothing. But the American government can put George Washington on a bill and say this is now $1.
A rune.
So they have power and they have meaning behind the paper that allows it to
A
be
rune
meaning.
for a rune caster
Yes.
in Norse is meaningless and powerless unless you perform the blasfari, which means you carve the rune,
Mhm.
cut,
Mhm.
blood, and say the words and make the oath.
Yes.
Bind the spell on the moon.
Yes. So that is the formification and the magical power behind the rune that makes the rune an actual thing.
Right.
Is the gift that I gave to Kevin.
Right.
The gift I gave to you was to be able to hunt things down and find things better.
Right.
Because that is your entire motif.
Right.
You have the ability. Yours was sanity.
Correct.
That you had the ability to calm and use nature, stories, feelings, stuff of yourself.
Right.
Rubbing
To
with
calm
some
the
soothing
mind of other people.
Okay.
Max, I forgot what your gift was. I think it was damage.
I'm fully combat based.
Yeah. John's was he can use MP to increase his healing. And Kevin had gotten he can create runes. So I gave you really powerful things. And just like I tell my students, I'm not going to tell you that you can roll for intelligence to figure out how to use this the best, because I know how to break this game. It is up to you guys to figure out how you and your party would use these gifts to help each other out.
So, at the present moment,
You are in the woods,
and the creatures have been
split in half, and then they are slowly disintegrating.
What state is Max currently in?
His eyes are completely bloodshot. He now has a tattoo of a Viking behemoth squirrel with full armor. Tattooed, and now like where the
looks
eyes
like
and the
leaping
face
out of
and the
my
whatnot.
collarbone area.
Yeah,
Like it's a front thing.
Like
looks
this.
like it's leaping out of my collarbone area. Sure, and and the axe is like going up my throat.
Yeah.
Like, it's a pretty aggressive
but
pat,
because it was
but
just put on, you can see the blood pulling on it,
I am
which makes
going.
it cool.
I am going to.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know
like once you get a
culture, but-
tattoo, it's you get like the blood and the whatnot, and you like the ink is there, and because it's just if I just
Oh, nobody swabbed it away and all
No,
that.
it's- you had just gotten branded, kind of thing. I
Yep.
know that sounds bad, but you had just gotten that put on you,
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, so my skin is reacting to the pigment.
So it's just like
Okay. I'm
cat
with you.
scratch, whatever. It's now like it was poof, and you're like, wow, that's rad.
Scratch fever.
And now it's starting to be like someone had just scratched you, where you're starting to get like that impact of like now the blood's starting to draw.
Ow.
It was just like fired and burnt onto your skin. But that had snapped you out, bringing back some of your sanity,
Oh, yeah.
knocking you out of this berserker state, taking you out from losing more sanity,
True.
as well as it had gifted you sanity.
But also, with all of that sanity gift, I think I still am at one above having a meltdown.
Because you were a
Because
berserker.
I went so.
Because you were a berserker, normal people would lose their mind at, I think it's 10% sanity loss. You are a berserker who's normally doing stuff that hurts your brain. So you have a 20-25% loss before you're gone. So what is your sanity?
That's what I was gonna. Then I don't think I have my sanity marked correctly.
So what is your total sanity?
30. Well, it looks like 31. So that actually might be
So
31 or 33.
All right. So what is your sanity at now?
31 or 33. It's a 45 total.
All right. So
My sanity now is at a 31
at
or
a
33.
50, 10% is 10% is 5 points. So at 50, it's 40 that you start going fully and definitely insane. So because you were at 35, it is 7 points down. and you're
No, I was at 45
I know, but from
So-
45, it's
to 33.
yeah.
was
So
the
you
highest I had
are
marked.
below it, but because, as I said from last game,
Wow. Okay.
I had fucked up. I thought you were up higher. I'm putting you at 1 point below. You are mentally fucked,
Okay.
and there's no coming back from that. But because I wasn't paying attention to it, I'm just leaving it. It's done. We've accepted it. Yes.
Okay.
I'm reaching
I-
out.
My character, Aldith, is going to approach Max's character, and when I get up to him, I am going to
Make an intelligence check to see how bad he is.
Okay.
Because out of game, we know what sanity means. Inside of game, would your character actually figure this out?
I saw my dad. I saw my dad on
15.
fire.
I believe so. Yeah. Okay.
Ah.
So you see.
That's a critical success.
So you see that at one point in time, the whites of his eye, or his eyes had just turned to the whites of his eyes. There were no more pupils.
I am going to use my glyph of sanity and make the sign the mark of the rune.
Hmm.
And try to grant him back some sanity points.
You have to use your MP, and then you're making a roll.
Yep. 5 MP.
But those do regenerate, right? Over time.
He can do it. For his, it was every 4 hours a person can use it. So
Okay.
you could use as many times. You could use on you, on him, on John, and
Yeah.
that. Just you have to have the MP for it.
But MP
For
does
yours-
regenerate.
MP regenerates
Yes, it
1
does.
point per hour,
Okay.
as long as you're relaxed.
Yeah, so I have to chill for a bit before I can
You
berserk again.
are restored back 4 sanity points.
Sweet.
So through a tail, through him rubbing your hair, from him talking to you and
La
letting you
Spari.
working it out with this rune, with the light that's pouring off of it, you feel yourself coming back to you.
Thank you for not just feeding me moss and acorns, woman of the woods. Thank you. I appreciate this.
As while you were sitting there, you see the little trickles of blood that's coming off his neck. Because he technically doesn't know that happened.
No, I can't really. I'm not
He just
looking
feels
down yet.
on his chest it hurts. But after Berserk, that would normally happen because you are breathing very hard and your chest hurts.
So the blood is coming from the inscribed tattoo,
Yes,
which is actually a gift to him.
yes.
Okay.
But it's still under his tunic.
Okay.
You just see the top part of this big black thing that's coming out on top of his onto his neck.
Well, we are two ladies, and
Because I don't know, how does your armor? Is your armor just cloth down like V-neck, or is it an actual armor piece where it's up to the neck?
oh no,
Because it would be a berserker armor.
No, yeah, I'm geared up.
Yeah.
I'm
What kind of
geared up.
armor do you have?
So
Boiled leather, but
Okay.
it's not. I'm not like video game female. That's not me. I'm geared up. Like Helga's geared up.
Okay.
She's not playing around with.
It's not
any
Wonder
revealing
Woman!
things. Yeah, no, but again, it would probably end.
He
Yeah,
is, but he's wearing the Wonder Woman.
yeah,
sweating
so
on
it would be to
probably
here.
end
It'd
around.
be to here. It'd be right to the
my
lower of the neck,
collarbones.
so you could do this.
But then, like the
Yeah, the tattoo comes up to here.
yeah, because this is where the squirrel's axe would be, and
Right.
you could probably see maybe his fingertips. But yeah,
So you can point that out.
Are you aware? Are you aware that the gift marks you with
no,
that tattoo?
I'm not
just that,
at all.
just that the chest hurts.
So I say, you okay?
Yes, yeah. That
So-
was
so,
that was for
I look at.
Like in the
Does it look like in the neck area that it's a Viking style tattoo? Okay.
and
So
you
I-
can see him
so,
rubbing and
What's your-
if there's anything to loosen at the top, I'll be loosening that
So I point
There
out.
you go.
I point out to Helga. It looks as though you are God marked. You are marked with a tattoo of the gods
I'll
as a gift.
turn around. I'll take a look.
Is it gift or gift?
Seems you might.
A gift. G-I-F-T.
It seems you're right. I remember very little of what happened, except I saw my father's flaming skull in front of me for the last. That was the last thing I can remember. Is my father's flaming skull in front of me. I woke up. My chest hurts. You
Since
say
we're
I'm God
both-
marked?
Since we're both girls.
Yep, that's what he was saying.
Okay.
So,
That's what he
So
was
I
saying.
know.
We were
So
both
I
women.
noticed that it's a squirrel.
Yeah.
So I say to Helga, I say, it would seem to me that that is the mark of Ratatosk, who is the messenger of the gods, bringing words of the gods from one of the 9 realms to the other, along the great ash tree of Yggdrasil. So maybe it might grant you the power to carry a prophetic message, or maybe it might give you the gift of speed or stealth.
it's given me the gift of pain thus far. We'll see. We'll
That-
see where this goes.
That will pass.
But I assume this wouldn't be my first ink.
Now-
So I'm gonna. I'll roll up my.
Now these
Yeah,
constructs,
yeah, I'm good.
these
I've-
these handed and footed heads have disintegrated. You said.
I splintered them. I think.
Well, you had splintered them. You had split them in twain.
Is there any part of them still left on the ground?
There is a visceral goop.
Okay.
What some people may say is ectoplasm.
Okay.
Something that is not of this world, that is black,
A black ichor.
grizzle, ichor, with hair and teeth still inside of it.
Now, what time of the day is it?
Middle of the night.
Okay, so I'm still
Middle
carrying.
of the night.
I'm still carrying my
so
torch.
I'm going to rewind a little bit more.
Yeah.
Remember, we would.
You guys heard of. You guys had taken a nap. You guys were going to go ahead and help out with the watch. During the watch, something had appeared to Max's head.
Yes, and
He had seen a specific thing that only he had saw.
right.
And from there, this creature
Yep.
made him pass out.
Yep.
From passing out, the guards rang the bell saying something has escaped the town.
Right.
Which is very weird, that something had come from inside the town, but they did not see come in.
And we
and
followed
it is running away.
We
Oh,
followed
it
the
was,
chasing guards, who were chasing after it. But
I think we did decipher.
it got to a point where,
Two paths had crossed.
right, she used her tracking skills, and there were 2 paths. There was the path that the town guards were chasing, and then there was a side path. We followed the side
remember.
path.
I remember it,
Now,
but I don't. I think I described it to them, but I don't.
You said fiery embers, big red sack, murderous intent, I believe. Something upon that line.
No, that you're right. I did intentionally skirt what it was.
Well, because your character doesn't know the
I
actual
don't know that.
pigmentation
Yeah,
of what
yeah,
you think
yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
You just know that it could be.
I described what I saw.
Yeah.
And it was like a flaming red sack matching top and
Eyes
bottom.
of coal, fire and brimstone is upon us.
I had that problem once, but then I consulted my doctor.
Well,
He
it's
gave
not
you
supposed
something for the flaming red sack.
It's not supposed to be itching for more.
So, I am going to take my torch, and I'm going to apply my torch to the eye core, try to burn it. That's the black substance.
Give me a luck roll. I think you passed.
Yep.
It bubbles and toils, but it does not burn away. It is as if you had put your torch in gelatin and half your torch had turned off.
Okay.
It feels like it would take more or an actual fire to get rid of it.
Okay.
Just the torch, the heat's going up, and you just kind of put it like you started dipping it into a thing of water, but you caught yourself before you put it all the way in.
Okay.
Because it still is. What would happen if you put your torch in a pool of blood?
Right.
The torch's heat is going up. It's not
Okay.
really like heating the blood.
It was just a test.
But you did not turn off your torch.
Okay. Good.
You had watched it. That was the luck of just you had seen it, and you were paying attention,
Okay.
and you saw that. And instead of thinking, "Oh, I'm burning this away," you're like, "No, okay."
Okay.
And then the torch relights and other stuff like that.
Now, when these things approached us, do we know where they had come out of?
The darkness.
Okay.
They were just there. You had heard.
Okay. Right.
Gibbering and laughing of mortal, non-mortal mouths.
Okay.
On using my torch, on the ground, are there any human footprints other than ours leading away from this area? Like someone who had been here and left.
That's a roll you're tracking. Probably not.
No. Nope.
You can always push it. And probably fall into something or start backtracking yourself if you roll wrong.
You think I should push it?
Well, I was thinking of things I could do to help that aren't combat related. And I can make a listen roll.
You can go into a berserker rage.
I'm gonna make
a listen roll.
a listen roll to see if I can hear any creaks or cracks in the woods that like maybe something from these things or something like that. So I'm thinking
So
along those lines.
I'm going to tell you, you already hear the 20 people who had run off into the distance past this thing. So you were still hearing the massive, "Hey, yeah, left, over here," still in the distance.
Oh,
So you still
we
hear.
could run and go join them.
You
What I
still
would
be
hear
opposed to that.
some noises. You could roll to see if you hear something else beyond that.
What I point out to you guys is what all this is thinking is that whatever these guys, the town guard, are chasing, I believe to be the master behind these imps.
I would dash off.
So let's go join the town guard. So we follow the sounds.
It's not hard because once again, they have. Actually, give me a listen to rolls to see how much you actually hear. Because it has not been that long. It has only been the equivalent of like 5-10 minutes that you were ahead.
A 5.
Yeah.
Oh, well then I got a 16.
Critical success.
I was gonna push mine to a critical, but I was going to use luck to drop it, but
No. But that's what I said.
16.
But you also have those tokens. Don't forget that. Like if everyone fails, you can always hand that in. It's a success.
Oh.
That's what those like for this type of thing. That it's not a critical thing. That would just be an automatic crit.
Oh, okay.
For a critical thing, like you are fighting these monsters, if you had failed, if you had tried to push it, and you did not critically fail, like for me,
If I rolled 100 or
it's
95.
in D&D, if you did not roll a 1, you could re-roll.
Okay.
So a 98 or higher is technically rolling a 1. It's 95 or higher, but in this, it's if you super critically fail, so it's like 90, 97, 96, 97, 98, 99. If you do that, that's a critical fail. If you critically fail, you can't re-roll because it's just fun with the story.
Yeah.
But if you get like a 90 and it fails, and instead of pushing it to make it worse, you can hand one of those in and re-roll. So you have 2 chances. So you definitely hear that they had. It sounds like after a certain amount of time, they were trying to catch back up to these monsters. This monster.
Okay.
They have fanned out.
Okay.
Hence there's a lot of noise.
Okay.
They have fanned out, and they have made a flank to follow these things because now it's into the woods, and there's kind of a path, but the snow has gotten deep, and they're just trying to track this thing. So they have fanned out, and that's where you hear, don't go too far, don't go too this way, stay to the right, stay with the Sven.
Judging by the sounds, is there any way for Aldith to use her woodcraft to determine in what manner they've fanned out and to assist in adding to that fan?
It's
with
like
us?
every 20 feet or so
Okay.
they have spread out. As I said, it looks like they are searching for something. Think of like they're trying to search for a person.
So
They have fanned out into the woods,
So with that,
and they have slowed down tremendously.
with that knowledge, I'm going to draw attention to Max, Kevin, and John, and ask them to join me in this fanning
Yeah.
movement.
Yes. Well,
Dakota.
once again, before you had left this area, you can roll for it. It's just I'm going to make it a little bit harder.
Okay.
It would be a hard roll for Max to listen to see if he hears a different sound.
Okay.
Because there is 20 people screaming,
Right.
not miles away,
Right.
but far enough away that it is like the cars behind us.
Right.
It is. You can hear them. They are screaming. You can hear the wah wah. But in the dead of night, where there is snow, and there is nothing else out there, 20 people screaming. You can hear the wah 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 wah, and it's just enough so it can deaden a lot of more sounds.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying it's going to be hard to see if you find someone else. You would have to get half.
I'm feeling lucky searching for supernatural sounds. So I would like to...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can. I'm just telling you this is why you're going to need a hard one.
Okay.
Probably not.
I do not, and I have enough luck to push it.
It's fine.
I'm good. I'm not going to push it like that. I like this character. I don't need to treat her as disposable.
Unlike your other characters?
So, well, no, she's not surviving this story, I don't think.
I think you still have a token.
Yes, I did not use mine.
So that is your token. You can keep that in your sheet.
Okay.
As I said, I had ordered better tokens.
I was listening.
Oh.
I hear everything. Over
But you didn't get to see the token.
no, but I heard them. And I heard you say sword, so I knew they were sword.
Alyssa has fencing toothpicks
There we go.
of actual steel things from her grandmother. So she wants me to build, because I have more than these,
Right.
she wants me to build a thing so we can have for the toothpick holder. So I was thinking of making it like a granite and drilling holes in a piece of granite
Can it?
and have...
I have a better idea.
Oh, you could be...
Why didn't you build it to look like a throne? and all of these swords coming out of the sides of the throne? Game of Thrones.
Because we don't like the Game of Thrones? Because
Oh.
Game of Thrones is so rapey?
So what?
Rapey.
Rapey?
There was a rape in almost every single episode.
Yeah, well,
I don't remember that. I remember
The brother raped the sister, the mother raped the person.
I remember quite a lot few of that.
The dwarf raped some other girl. Or no, I don't think the dwarf actually raped, but he was actually trying to pay for his other person.
I also
to go have sex
remember-
with harlots.
I also remember
There was
a sick aunt, a psychotic sick aunt on the Stark family
Lysa Aaron.
who was breastfeeding her son
Lysa
who was
Aaron.
like
Mhm.
13. Yeah.
So as great of a thing it is, Alyssa does not like promoting and whatnot rapey things.
Oh.
You just make it look like a rock, so it's a sword in the stone.
Yeah.
the sword and the stone.
Yep, get Bebo.
Granted.
Make it. He's right behind you. He's trying to jump up to the top of the window.
I'm good. I'm good.
Is that on?
No, I want to stick that just under your
Crinkly
paw.
things right over the speaker.
I was moving them out
Right
of the way.
over the speaker. Yes, I try to move it back out of the way, and Scotty put it right back on top of the speaker.
We need a can.
Oh, get you.
Well, it makes you wonder if George R. R. Martin has issues.
Oh, yeah. But they have better speakers. This might be a $500 speaker, but it can only do so much. Especially since we hear the cat thumping on top of it once or twice, and you're. I had to try editing that out so hard, and I just went, nah, I'm keeping it in.
No,
Of just a crinkle.
I want to put this under your paw so you can look like you're grabbing a sword. That's all.
Until he lays down. That's when you do it. That's when I get my best photos. And if you want a donut cone.
No, I'm good. But thank you.
But yeah, I was going to send you home some to give it to Ray and Rachel.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
So
So about
you guys did not hear anything else. I was just using that as a plate. I did not see them right there.
Oh, I thought they were.
I did not see them right there, and I had a bag. It worked. I ate 2 donuts.
I usually
off it.
tear apart the pizza box to hand out pizza. You have plates right there, and you're just going
Is
to
John
toss it
going
out.
to work tomorrow?
I'm sure he is, because if he doesn't go, he doesn't get paid. So it's not like he has sick days.
Yeah.
The only time he had that was when he was doing a long-term sub position.
That sucks.
All right, so you are going out, fanning out. You're looking for this
Where's
thing.
our map?
It's not with your things.
We had a little drawn map last week.
I know. I
Map of the
have
village.
one Map, but I forgot that map on the damn thing. It's on my desk at work. I try to sneak over to work. There is a janitor, but I'm not
Custodian.
kidding. There is a custodian.
They don't like janitor.
I almost got in trouble last year because for illegally entering the school building.
So I did grab some paper so I could draw out stuff, but you are beyond the map, and you have a printed map.
Yeah, but not of where we were. We weren't in the village. We were outside the village.
Yeah, but then you started wandering away from the village.
Yeah, we're chilling. We're in the
Yeah.
woods. I
know
know the way
we
back.
are.
We got a woodswoman. We know the way back. We'll make it.
It's back to the big bell sounds.
Where is that map?
You should have one. I printed one out for everyone.
a couple over here.
I'm too busy being cool
This one
and
I-
secluded in my
This
home.
one I think might be yours.
Thank you very much, Kevin.
I think. Is that your handwriting?
But I printed one out for everyone.
Yeah, but he was
So
like
you
stuff
kept
on
your
his.
you kept your character, but you, you forgot your map.
So we're
Outside the village.
we darted off in this direction.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
So we're somewhere.
We're over the field and through
Yeah.
the woods.
To your grandmother's house we go.
So how many magic points does my thing use? I don't know if you told me. Was it 2, 3?
Healer.
I didn't write it down.
Brigand.
Usually write stuff.
Well, if you get a chance to inscribe that rune into some auspicious branch, then I would appreciate it.
What happened? You ran up the stairs.
I
No,
would
they're just making noise.
be in a little fart bully. I don't need it because I'm pretty capable in combat. Normally,
4. Okay.
4 MP to inscribe anything.
I will be right back.
Specialty
The
things
rest-
like his thing would cost 5. Improving armor is what you're used to. Would cost 3.
Okay.
So improving armor is that. Creating new glyphs is 4, and for specialty things for 5.
so it might be 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Something that brings back sanity and that it's like a multi-purpose.
Well, I only have 6, so like, how do you regain magic points?
1 MP per power.
every time you rest.
So just hanging out. You're just gathering.
Okay.
You're gathering. You're getting your vibe.
So you still have like, we were in 3rd day, right? And you have 2 more whole days left. You do not find they do not catch up to this thing.
Because we went back with everybody else, right?
As you get back to the village, roll me a spot hidden. Or
I'm gonna push my. Can I turn one of these in after
Success.
a failed push?
you can, but
Okay.
you have other people.
I succeeded.
So I'm saying, I know you were like, here, my thing.
I wanted to.
Ah,
Yeah.
I want to be useful.
Well, I'm playing a Curse of Strahd campaign right now, where like sometimes we'll get little tokens like this, but you have to use them before the session ends.
No,
So I think that's conditioned in me.
you can keep your token until the end of the campaign,
Okay.
because that token is for this character,
Gotcha.
and then it goes from there. But I'm letting you guys keep your tokens. It's not. Yeah, it's not. I need to spend it now thing. Hence, you have 2 because you didn't give it off, but you were doing something. You cursed yourself and almost died, and that's my. I'm giving you this one because we fucked up on sanity, and next time your character's dead, or something horrible's happening.
Oh no.
It's Cthulhu.
Oh no, but doesn't
Right.
she look so cute? I drew a little picture of her.
Cool.
She
It'll
looks
just
so
make it that much better when she betrays
a
everyone
ponytail?
else. Because you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to text you what happens to you, so no one else can know.
No. Yes, she does. It's kind of like a ponytail back and like like with like a leather hair strap almost. So it's like just keeping the hair out of her eyes,
So
but it's like
with the success, you see
Trees.
your fellow head priest is also coming back from the woods. Like he was out there with your guys.
Okay.
let's go talk to this guy. I think we should talk to this.
There
He's
is.
the lure, right? Or is that? Okay.
So the head priest, head Valor, the head orrery. I think that's the right word, right? Orrery?
I think so.
Yeah. The head orrery was also out with you guys. But you know him as like an 80-year-old man.
Oh, we should go. Well, what are you doing out there? I think we should go talk to him. Ask him what he was doing out there. We can do it under
But
the
so
guise
was like
of
30 other people.
Yeah, why would he be out there?
Yeah, he's an old fellow. I understand he wants to do his part for the village, but we're gonna. So I'm not gonna aggressively approach him. but I do think I would wander over there, and make sure, under the guise of making sure that he's all right, try and figure out get a motive from him. What were you doing out there, old timer?
Yes. Oh, hello, fellows. So, did you learn anything new from the last time we met? I'm out here because the bells have been ringing. As you know, this could be a good fight. And in my age, it might be the only way I get to Valhalla.
Oh, you don't.
Because every day is a struggle, but
Okay, so but you were out there investigating. You weren't here preparing for the fight.
no, why should I let you guys, young people, have all the fun? I was out there tramping through the snow too. What do you think us old people can't do any of that?
Yeah. Yes. I'm sorry. I might be blowing this again. Somebody can help me, Kevin. What do we want to ask? Did you see anything? Oh, did you see anything out there that could not be explained by normal means?
Well, what happened to your neck? I could say that that's a weird thing.
You could.
Did you get scratched by something? Did you run into a bush?
Um.
Are they pulling a prank on you and hit you with the torch again?
No.
Did a giant flying cat come down from above and squeak at you?
That would be pretty sick, but let's just say I'm aggressively defending some nuts.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But I heard you all lost. You guys couldn't find it.
Lost schmost. Yeah, we couldn't find it. What's it?
If I knew what it was, why would I send you guys out to go find it?
Maybe
Or why
you
would
are it.
they send you out to go find it if we knew what it was?
Maybe you are it. I don't know if I can fully trust you, old man.
I got a question for you, Kevin.
I'm going off the rails. We need help.
Like where that bathroom is, and the washing machine and dryer, and then you got that storage room, right, with more of your product. And then there are these two doors that remind me of like freezers.
Yeah,
Like
'cause that was their cooler, one of their coolers.
really?
Just storage.
Does it
Well,
still
most
work?
of them, yeah. No, it's not cooler, but
No.
it's not connected.
Oh wow.
But it's not really well insulated, so it's very chilly in there.
Oh.
But most of it's in there is the stuff we moved in with,
Oh.
like books, and CDs, and DVDs.
Stuff that John brings home.
Oh, yeah, I have a bunch of wood for you. Not that type of wood. From another project. I have all the support wood and whatnot to do your project.
Oh, man.
Instead of having to buy extra.
So, what did I miss? Did I miss anything?
Yep. You guys,
The old man came back.
the thing had disappeared.
Okay.
They had lost the trail. You guys went to go help. You spread out with it. About an hour later, you guys have come back. You're frozen. You're cold, and you feel the cold deep into yourself because you just spent an hour tramping through snow.
Okay.
Which you can understand. Think of shoveling, but you're just trying to find something, and you're just wandering around out there. So you're cold. And you found the head ore room.
The what?
the head priest.
Okay.
And he doesn't seem that cold.
He was coming in from the woods
But
also.
he was coming in from the search. But he's like an 80-year-old man.
Okay. All right.
It just
Didn't
they,
sit
they
right
were
with
asking
me.
what would they have seen that is different. And an 80-year-old man wandering around the outside gate and coming in when everyone else was coming in. Is it out of place?
Yeah.
Yes.
And his answer, when asked why was he out there, you can overhear with Max of that this might be my only time to
Died
go to
with
Valhalla.
honor, and
If this was a good battle, I could have died.
that's what he's saying.
But I was out there with you guys searching. But you guys faster than me. I came back, I was waiting, I was making sure nothing was around. But this could be my chance. Either I die, and since I'm not in battlefield, or betwixt a woman's legs. I can't go to Valhalla. I would just die. So I was out there with you guys for the next battle.
So you were trying to avoid the straw death.
Yes.
You ever heard that expression? Okay. All right. So
I don't trust him.
for my part, I'm going to play along and make do like I believe him. Does he and
But he wants to know what we saw.
Because he sent you guys on a mission, because the tree sent you on a
Right.
mission. And since he's the head priest,
I will say to him, we've had no such luck. We are cold. We are weary. We did hear some noises, but we cannot be certain whether the noises were made by the wild forest animals or something else. And the noises of the other party of the guards drowned out.
well, as I said, keep me informed. I'd love to know. There's been
Well,
this, as I said, this is
Don't say anything.
the first that for my entire life that things have happened.
Okay.
I'm just excited. Just instead of just sitting around and waiting and helping young folk. I love helping out the young folk.
All things transpire to the will of the gods. Whatever will happen, will happen.
Yes.
All we need do is wait. And I say, we are tired, we are weary, and we are hungry. We are headed back to our steading. Wish you a good evening.
Yes. Me
Holy
too.
man.
I'm heading back. Gonna check on the tree. And then hit the hay.
Okay. So we let him go his way. We are going to start heading back to the village our way. Once I believe we are a safe distance from him, I am going to whisper to my companions. I don't trust him as far as I would throw a spear into him. I don't believe him. There's just something in my like you, Helga. There's just something in my gut that just doesn't sit right.
yeah, he's a creep. We need to see what he's doing at the tree.
So we should.
You can make a stealth check and follow him. If you're trying to be stealthy. If you're not trying to be stealthy, you can just follow him.
Let's be stealthy.
Well, we're going the same direction. Let's hold on the stealth until we get closer to the village.
Well,
Yeah.
you're
Or were we not
you
that
are
far?
you are at the gate of the village. That's what I said.
Okay.
At the gate of the village. The priest was not on the inside.
Right, he was coming from
He
the
was
outside.
coming in with the group.
Okay.
Which an 80-year-old man wandering around in the snow
At night.
at night in robes, not in battle armor. He
Yeah.
has a sword, but he is not. He does not fully look prepared for a fight. But once again, would you guys
Or
have,
prepared for the cold.
would you guys have set him up with armor at an 80-year-old man? Would they have set him up with armor? He probably would have had one in his youth, but it
First
would
of
be
all-
big and bulky and wider than he is now.
Yeah.
First of
So
all,
I do want to roll though.
in the Viking Age,
Yes.
if you were over 45, you were considered to be elderly.
Yeah.
Few people in those conditions.
This is a Ben Franklin.
Right. So he would be considered ancient.
Yes.
I would not send an ancient man out to anything that could be of danger. I would not.
And coming back, he's telling you this might be his only chance not to die of the straw death.
That's true,
And this is an enemy that was in our town.
but I just think that he's not dressed or equipped properly. I'm more concerned not so much of what he's going to do at the tree, but my character's more concerned about what he might be hiding, like where does he live? What does he have in his hut?
He lives like right outside where the tree is. There's the
Okay.
sect, there's the tree, and then he would have the main house, the main priest house right there, while everyone else had smaller domiciles, which are like John's house, which are like lesser priests,
Now,
where
here's-
they are more convent. He has the nice house.
Now,
That would probably have a sitting area and others, so if people wanted to come talk
now
to
my
him,
question is, being around Yule,
hmm
a very religious time,
hmm
during the day, he likely has duties that he needs to perform.
everyone does, yeah.
What
Well, not
what I'm proposing all this to do is
you. So I'm gonna.
Go ahead.
Because of the research I have done, he has the tools, and he has made sure that everyone has at least some type of note, some type of there is writings that anyone can come to help write on their Yule log.
Mhm.
He has the ink and the other stuff that he has collected over the year. So anyone who does not have the supplies to create a Yule log, or a festive tree, or like he has extra wood that he had saved up for whoever.
right,
So he is part of his patronage
right,
is to make sure the youth and people around have the right materials to do the right ceremonies of the things. You know, he has these things because I know we kind of talked about this before, but to go back into it, he is doing his job. He has these things. You have seen him hand out the tools, the carving things. He loaned out some carving knives and other stuff like that to some families who needed them for their Yule time log traditions, everything else like that.
sure,
So you have seen him around town during your normal things. But there is always someone who is supposed to be at the tree protecting the tree. And it's supposed to be one of the priests because they are the priesty people who are there. That's one of John's jobs. For so many hours during the day. Let's say there's 6, 7 priests. Plus him. Out of the day, one of the 6 priests are there. So if they all share 4 hours that they just sit there, they can switch out, and there's always someone there for either guidance, meditation, because it is a open area for any of the Vikings or this area to talk, to commence, to think about the gods, to pray for someone to help them out, to do some type of ceremonies. The area of the tree was just deemed the holiest place and the closest place to one of your relatives because it is the tree of a person. And is to be thought of that it was a tree of a person. And except for him, everyone else is in their 40s and it's already 2 generations later. How many times, like, if your grandkid, you had to tell stories, how much of those stories is he thinks is fantasy versus he thinks is real?
Okay.
And with no phone or video or editing or anything we have now,
No phone, no lights,
It's-
no motor car.
it's literally just your
Not a single
stories
tree.
that are handed down. And they're saying, like, 80 years ago, 100 years ago, this was a real person. How much is that to you believe?
Right.
And your generation you're in your 20s. It's been 60 years. The town has expanded. And in 60 years, that's a lot. Like, if you went from 100 people to 200 people, 60 years isn't that long in olden times.
Does John's character
Yeah.
have access or is allowed access to the head priest's hut?
He does not have specific access, but he has access to the houses around it because one of his houses is right there. He probably does not have access to the house itself, but probably to the outside shed or to the side part that has all the stories of the extra equipment or the ritual materials or any type of books or anything else like that. So there's probably the main part of the hut, whereas it's his house. Then there's the front part, which is storage and guest meeting and talking, an area that he would have access for. And then there's a side storage. So literally just... I know I'm trying to make this bad, so there's probably...
You can draw it on there if you want.
So there's an outside storage area where it would be all the ritual materials, anything that is needed for any type of prayer or rituals or anything else like that. There is a thing that he has access to. There's another area over here where any priest, because all the priest's house are just the house, like his bed and everything. So there is a meeting area for either the priest to eat, for meetings, for one-on-one specultation that any of the priests can use.
Right.
His house is through that area, but that would be locked up because that's his personal area. So he would not have access here, but he would have access to this.
What Albeth wants to do is somehow
Get
sneak.
into his house.
Yes.
Yeah. So
When he's not there.
you would be able to have access here
Mhm.
because John would have access to these two,
Right.
the ritual materials in the house. But to his personal study, you would have to break into.
Okay.
And you would have to make sure he's not there.
Right.
But just this area is a carbon copy of like a bed, a window, and a stove. Little hut that all the other priests have.
There's a window. How big is the window on this domicile?
Not big.
There's like a Viking window, which is kind of like a vent, basically. Okay.
I know how this works. It's just enough to air
Right.
so when the fire is going, you don't die.
Right. Right.
Because the spirit of the fire will kill you.
Right.
That's why you have that air vent and this vent.
Yeah.
And the more holes you have in your house, the more you have to heat your house.
Right.
How dare I do my research? Okay, so it's a house. You can try to get in there, but you guys don't trust him. Are you following him to the house? We're going to go back. Are we following him to the tree?
He said he was stopping at the tree. I would like to stealthily follow him there.
Yeah.
So no matter what, are you stealthily following him or are you blatantly following him?
No.
If you're stealthily following him, you have
Stealth.
to make a stealth. So it would be
I had to go in that direction anyway because my house
Yeah.
is going to be nearby there. So
But to follow him and hide to see what he's doing, either poking your head over the hill.
Like maybe he will do something if he thinks he's alone that he wouldn't normally do with people around.
Yeah. Would this be a time to, or would this be more important?
This is more important. You can use it as a reroll
Okay, yeah. Then I will
because
reserve.
this is not just like
Oh,
you
I
just
don't
need to
need
find something.
I don't need to.
Okay.
Stealth. I passed with a 23.
What's your stealth?
My stealth is a 40, so
You don't hard success.
no, but I was thinking about pushing it too with my luck.
Well, we'll see what Kevin rolls.
Okay, yeah.
Because as long as you all pass, as long as half of you or more passes, you guys stealthily listen it. If half or more of you guys don't pass, you guys are making noise.
Not very stealthy, so. No.
Turn in the sword.
Well, he could push it.
Or you could,
You could push it. You
Push
could,
it, Kevin.
You could
Let's try
go up
John's
to the
character.
fence and push on the fence so you hear
John's
it.
character
Ooh.
passed.
Okay.
All right. So did you pass? No. Oh, yes.
Excuse me.
All right. So you all pass. You all listen in. One of you guys don't, but you stop. Between you guys, it's, oh, don't step on that stick. Oh, don't lean on that board. You guys help each other out to make sure,
Don't whiz on the electric fence.
like, you know, if he touched that, it would creak. And you, when he went to go put up his hand to go look above or trying to do something, you grab his hand and just, you're not saying it. You're just, collectively you have stopped and
Does
listened.
anybody remember that from Ren and Stimpy?
Yes.
Don't whiz on the
And powdered
electric
toast.
fence.
And log.
What rolls downstairs are loaded in pairs and over your neighbor's dog. What's great is a snack and fits on your back. Yes.
So,
Stimpy, you stupid idiot.
we're good?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I don't want to talk over you.
Stimpy, what are you doing, you stupid idiot?
Go ahead. Yep, got it twice. So, stealthily, you sit outside. You are not seen. He looks back and forth. He does not notice you guys in the dark. He wanders into the tree, and you can hear him muttering back and forth and kind of talking to himself. He is, you can see, you can kind of hear stomping and forthing back and forth.
Can I make a listen roll and
But I was just about to ask for you guys to make a listen roll. So you have stealth, but you are there and you can listen. You can hear what he's saying.
What?
74.
Yeah.
This is
I'm
a
not that.
hard success.
Okay.
Failure for John. I don't know what mine is. Watch out. Beep,
Stompy kitten. Don't hit busting kitten.
And failed on mine too.
Okay, so only Kevin hears.
But he did pass stealth.
So only Scotty hears is. It's all your fault. Only if you could have moved beforehand. Everyone's safe. Why now? Why are you acting up? What is your game? I've lived my whole life.
Checkers.
Nothing. But now you move? With these guys? Not even me? Your trusted person? I don't know what's going to happen in the future. But I know I'm definitely going to be here the next time you're here. I need to be here and watch. I believe them. I've seen the gifts. And then, like, you hear smacking of the tree and more flailing and kind of cursing and whatnot. And
He's smacking the sacred tree.
Right, because that's who he's talking to.
And he's talking to him as a person, just kind of going back and forth, and just he's blaming the tree and saying, how come he couldn't be the person? How come you couldn't talk to me? I've been here for years. I'm old. I only feel older. But I'm going to be here. I'm going to make it. We'll be here the next time you show up. But just arguing, like an old man arguing, just grumbling and yelling at the tree, telling him that it's the tree's fault. It's why are you doing this? It's if you didn't come back like this, then creatures wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't have to plead and beg and send these kids out, and it's all your fault.
After he has this conversation with the tree and gives it a little slap, where does he go off to?
Back to his house.
Okay. When he does that...
But you see him come out and then walks right across into his house.
When he goes back into his house, I will quietly share what I heard him say to my companions, and I'll add to that my thoughts that I think he's upset, and actually there's a lot of jealousy there. He's jealous that the tree, when spoken to, spoke to us and not to him, the head priest, and that the tree has gifted us with gifts from the gods and not him. Based on the conversation, I don't think he has anything to do with these strange creatures. I legitimately think that he wants to die. That he's lived beyond his years, and he's upset that he's not being granted the heroic death that he feels he deserves for all of his service. I mean, it is strange that he's off in the woods, but I think that he's chasing a dream, and I think he just feels like he wants to die. He's missing his opportunity. I don't know. That's just what all of it thinks. I wonder if we're back at square one again. Any thoughts, guys?
He is. He's the one we've talked to.
Yeah.
He was the first one to run and go cattle.
I think he's a little crazy at this point, too.
Yeah, I'm not prepared to rule him out quite yet. Maybe not as a witting antagonist, but perhaps an unwitting antagonist.
I keep throwing them back on. Sorry.
It's okay. I keep putting weapons next to the kitties because it looks pretty funny.
It's fine. The kitty took one and started running off with it.
What do you guys think might be worth exploring or investigating now?
Well, it's nighttime. We just watched this. We are in stealth mode.
I mean, there's also...
Oh, your stealth mode was to make sure that the guy didn't see you.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also the factor that our characters are still human and we need sleep ourselves.
And they're still recovering. I think
Yeah.
they still have some exhaustion.
And you're
I could probably
exhausted.
deal with some sanity.
yeah.
I probably am. Oh, wait, no, I definitely think I take a level of exhaustion. Oh, it doesn't say that.
I mean, you think we should just go to bed at this point?
Well, It's more you have strained yourself pretty hard.
Have we even eaten a meal yet? Have we even eaten dinner?
You
We
have
did.
not eaten. You've
I thought we did.
Yeah.
Were we sitting in the hall before we went to sleep?
Oh, okay.
We could
Yeah.
watch. I
But
thought.
that was yesterday.
Well, it's still the middle of the night, right?
Oh,
let's say 8-10 hours ago.
What is she doing?
At least it's better than chewing on the sword.
I have some dried salmon back at my place if anybody wants to hang out. I also could be convinced to go look in this nerd's windows if anybody wanted to, but I don't need to at this exact moment. Maybe he's doing something that's incriminating, but I don't know, and I don't need to go look right now. But I do have dried salmon back at my place if anybody wants to just go back there, eat that, and regale ourselves with the latest
Okay.
minstrel shows.
And yes, I have prepared a couple of things depending on what you guys want to do.
Okay, so I think that Helga's suggestion sounds like the most prudent at this point to head back to his place, get some rest, get a little food, and regroup.
Alright. You guys can do that. Rest. I think you get your exhaustion out because you guys are resting for the rest of the night.
Our
Does it
MP
work?
would regenerate,
Yeah.
right?
Your MP would go, if you wanted to create something at night before
Yeah,
you went to bed,
probably.
then you would sleep. So what would you like to do?
We'll replace Helga's whatever thing it was there.
So just make me a craft roll. It's like 60-something, right?
My blacksmithing is 70.
So if you don't pass, this is one of those things you're creating your sword for. So it's not a...
28.
So you got it.
Hard success.
Yeah. So you have made it with the hard success, making another one of those things.
And I use what, 4?
That was
But
5.
then But then you're gonna pass
Oh,
it
okay.
again. So you use your MP. You're almost out. You feel much more weary than you usually are. You feel like even though that this had only taken a little bit, that it was a piece of steel, it was a piece of steel or a piece of stone, and you're just inlaying some bone. Should be like a very easy thing. It knackered you out, even though it's like a half an hour of work. You're not turning on the forge, you're not doing anything, but you just took some time and it kicked your ass. And you guys take some time, relax, pass out.
Yeah, Helga doesn't appreciate that at all in word or necessarily deed, but when you present it to her, she grabs it and falls asleep, clutching it tightly under her pillow. So deep down, I'm very appreciative, but I am
Crazy.
not expressing that. But yeah, we'll nap and have some cool dreams of being able to go crazy again.
Cool dreams of craziness, coals of fire, your grandfather's head.
Oh no! Get
Laughing
out of
at
here!
you,
Get out of here! Flaming
jumping
skull.
around.
As you start flailing, your hand gets warm, and you think you're holding back one of the flaming skulls, and then you just realize that you're holding the stove. Yeah, you're just because you're all in one little hut and you're all huddled together. You're just touching the fireplace, and you're like,
Little
"Ow! No!
hut.
Ow!
Little
No!
hut.
No! Ow!"
I've worked years to maintain this place, and it's a little hut. Oh, no. No,
You had to cut your own wood. You had to cut your own
It's a
things.
small homestead.
It's
a
still a
humble
homestead's a homestead.
It's a humble abode.
This would be huge for a homestead.
Yeah.
Just this room.
True.
A 5x5 room would be the bedroom.
I've walked inside
So am I
Viking
wrong?
houses. No.
Ooh. On the floor.
I've walked inside Viking houses.
Yeah, that's why I said the head priest's house. He at least has a nice little area,
As a matter of fact,
and then a welcome area.
one of them is called Erikstadir.
Mhm.
It's a reproduction of the house of Eric the Red
Kitty shot
in Iceland.
Big.
Huh?
It's a lot smaller than you think.
It is.
It's
It is.
taller, but not
Yeah.
bigger.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to English houses where it's like,
Yep.
I can
Yep.
touch my head. If I jumped, I'd hit myself.
Right.
But yeah, no. You guys rest up. I'll give you probably John's character goes around and tries to heal. So if is anyone down in health?
I'm down 2.
No,
It's not anything.
Are you down
serious.
health?
he's down 1.
No.
She's down 1.
No.
All right. So because you're only down 2 and 1, through healing and whatnot, you would go back up.
Sweet.
Because through his MP, through his prayers, through his everything, he would be able to bring you guys back up.
Rub thy moss upon me.
And instead of rolling for it, he's taking time.
Has 5 hours gone by since the last time I've used
Yeah.
the glyph?
It was like 1 o'clock. It is now back to day's light.
How are you doing with sanity, Helga?
I'm pretty good. I'm 39 out of 45 right now. So I'm
How about yourself?
Yeah, that's what I was
Because
thinking.
10% for you is 34, right?
Yep.
What's 10% of 40?
36.
Yeah, so you're right there. Are we back? We're back.
Testing 1, 2,
The kitty
3.
took us out again. Wow.
So I'm going to expend 5.
Yep. So you guys are woken up. You guys are woken up through noises outside. There is annoyances and people grumbling. And you can hear people, and you hear because his little homestead is a little bit out of the way.
Yep.
So you're just hearing
Okay.
gruntled people.
I'm going to gather my kit,
Mhm.
and I'm going to step outside and see what's going on.
Are you showing off your fancy squirrel with your friends here?
They probably would have seen it as I disrobed to collapse in exhaustion on the cot.
No.
But I'm not.
It's just more, are they aware of it kind of thing?
Yes,
Because I know
yeah.
you two were.
Yeah, the squad's aware that I have some fancy new ink.
Yeah.
The townspeople aren't, and as I assume she's not being quiet
Hitting it again.
as she's bumbling
What's that?
around, waking up in an unfamiliar
It's working.
area.
Okay.
So, actually, I think you've stayed at my place once before.
Yeah,
in this
the
game.
night before, so.
Yeah, so it's not entirely unfamiliar, but still bumbling around an unfamiliar area. You're waking me up.
Yeah.
So the townspeople aren't going to know about my new ink yet.
Yeah.
Except for, like,
I'm just making sure like everyone
My
is
squad
in the know
does.
in
My
the squad.
squad does,
All
yeah.
good, because I know yours and that. Alright, cool. So if you guys are wandering out, you hear out of the 200 families, there are several who it kind of looks like 2 or 3 houses near you have a couple of parents who are like yelling and screaming at next to each other. These 2 poor families who live next to each other.
Like
There's like a crowd around.
there's a
these 2
crowd out in the streets
Yeah.
that's yelling at
and looking down the street. It's not just these 2. It's Like there's a couple of houses that have a crowd in front of it.
And I am going to try to make a listen roll and see if I can make out some of the things.
Walk over there.
Okay, I'll walk over there.
Yeah. Listen rolls is like if you're staying away, or like you're trying to listen to like footsteps.
I mean, these are your neighbors, so just
Like you can
what's
go,
going on?
you can go over there. It's just you are 100 feet away.
Who are the people in your neighborhood? Yep.
But my mom got scared.
So I'm going to.
So you guys just get closer.
Okay,
So
we will.
just reminding you guys, this is real life. You can roll to try listening to something that's far away,
Or I can just
or
walk
try,
there.
or stealthily hiding behind a wall and listening to an old
Right.
man grumble to himself, trying to make out the words.
Right.
That's a roll. If you're going up to Kevin and listening to Kevin, you can hear Kevin.
Okay.
So, as you get closer, you see a father standing in front of a kid. And there's a couple of family members, and the same thing that the next house over, there's a mother and a father standing in front of their kid.
Right.
And you start hearing, "How come your kid got one? My kid's good. Our family's been... The Thornsons have helped out this entire town for years. We take care of. We've helped bury your father. How come your kid gets a token? Why is your kid safe? Your kid's a prick. This cannot be handled. I don't know. I did not. We all woke up, and my house had the thing. I'll buy it from you. I'll give you 2 cows. No, give it to me. My son deserves it more." And various states of that.
Okay.
Found the treats.
Well, there are some treats over here.
You're not eating it. You're not picking it up.
Oh, just licking it.
Now we've seen these before. What do they resemble or look like again?
The little crony
The
village
little-
people.
Wood.
Like a
called-
whole family nest thing.
A whole family net.
They're
Like-
the tokens or whatever you want
Like
to call them.
when you look at iconic toys, they look like kind of like the head of a bullet, the big cone,
Oh,
and it
okay.
has the carved faces of like this is mother, this is father,
Yeah,
this is baby.
Yeah.
The little kid doesn't have a beard, but he might have a little mustache.
Yeah.
Because he's growing a beard, but he's not old yet.
Right.
He just has a cherub face.
Right.
And it's carved out. It's toys,
Okay.
but one is made out of a black. Like you can see the kid holding it, and it's made out of black stone, and the other one is made out of like white marble. Like there's a set that this is like one is just it's the father and there's no mother, and he's protecting the boy, and it's just the two in white marble, and there's another one in a black stone that has the mother, the father, the kid, and a little infant, and they're holding like 4 little pieces, and you can see like maybe someone's trying to reach in and get it, and the father pushes him back. But there's like 4 or 5 different parents who are trying to push in, and they're trying to like either ask for it, like saying, "I'm going to give you a goat, I'm going to give you this, I don't want this, how come this?" And you just hear this problem.
In this community of Phillyburg, am I aware of anyone who, prior to all of these crazy events, like maybe in recent years past, who lost their children?
Yeah, there would be. It's what, 60% child death?
But in either mysterious or catastrophic circumstances.
Roll up. Let's see how many Disney children families are here. As Mickey Mouse comes to the village.
18.
So you know of one that there was like a fire. They were all out. The fire got too intense, and like a house burnt down while the parents were out. Or wolves got to a couple of kids.
Dingo ate
So
my
there's-
baby.
So there's like one or two families that like the kids are dead because it's
Right.
olden times. One
It's the
had
dark
dysentery.
ages,
There's like you at least know of several, not just one. That's what I was rolling for. Like you know of one like dysentery took out one family, and it's the father that's left. The mother, the daughter, the son, and the baby died. There's another one where wolves got it, and like they were out trancing around the woods, and animals got to the kid.
Am I aware of any recent what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. Sure word.
Strangers coming in to live in the town from elsewhere.
I would say yes. There's some of the merchants who were not lucky that they had come and instead of going back home they are staying. There's so most likely because you are the head trades town, there are 3 or 4 families that are in the renting houses.
Right.
They're the guest houses or huts because there's snow. They would have to go over the mountains. The snow came in before they were able to leave. Now they're stuck.
So these are families.
Yeah. Or let's say 2 families and 2 sets of adults that had come over the mountain and they can't make it back because they're waiting for the snow to melt because they would die going back over the mountains versus your other friend who had a wagon trail
Right.
that was still down the river, not over the mountains.
Right.
So the ones who were going over the mountains carried either iron or other stuff like that, and they were carrying stuff, so there's like 4 or 5 adults who were there.
Okay.
Which is a normal thing that would happen.
Okay.
You would have a house, or that family died from dysentery, you guys can hang out there. Right?
Right.
It's normal history stuff. Anything? Okay. You want to try stopping the fight? As the big...
I didn't think it was a fight. I thought they were just.
They're arguing. Well, they might turn into a fight. You have to think. These parents... You don't know what's happening, but only a few families are getting these things. And someone said they might be protection. Sorry, Max.
Go your separate ways.
So you could try to intimidate them
Yeah.
and tell them to scoot and go away, leave these families alone.
Knock it off, you.
You're a big
lot.
scary person.
Yes.
So
Knock it off, you lot.
So
Leave
because-
these families alone.
because this is like before they started getting to a fight, I'll give you advantage on this.
Okay.
Or you can just
I rolled an 8.
yeah, no, definitely you scared the shit out of these people. You're just falling apart.
Yeah, I know.
So I assume. Well, I hope I scared everyone else away, and not the people who.
No, you came out with your axe. Your axe is still full of blood.
You
And
didn't
Viscera-
clean it?
No.
You guys came back. He said that he just went shirt off, bed. So you woke up, and yeah, you still full of blood and everything. Went, ah! Leave this family alone.
Waking me
Don't you
up.
have something better to do? And they all go, yes, we have something better to do. And they all wander back their own ways. Begrudgingly, but Yeah, no, you definitely like. They go.
Sweet.
Yeah, no, okay.
A
Yeah.
wild, crazy, unkempt guy with
Girl.
with a blood, a
Wild,
good
crazy
woman. I
guys.
mean, with blood on her.
Yeah. Because it's not just on the axe. It's on the leather, on
Oh,
the axe. You still like your beard. Not. I'm not saying the beard, but underneath the chin, down like from here down, still has like you had scraped yourself, and it's all full of blood. So like it's like that down is just full of blood,
Okay, yeah.
and you just went up and raw. Get away from this family. Don't you have something better to do?
You would, yes. And then I will go back in and wash the blood off in my body at least. So it can be
So
presentable.
after it was done, you kind of feel like that, like you have makeup that's dried, and you're like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then
that's
look
right.
at the axe and went,
I didn't wash
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't wash my mascara last night. Oh. You gotta remind me to do that. You gotta remind me to do that.
So
This is your fault.
this is the open world. This is the problem with the open world. What are you guys doing? Well, you're cleaning up. It's taking some time. Anything else you guys are doing?
I don't have any ideas on how we're supposed to figure out who is doing this. That's my.
That I feel exactly the same way as you. Exactly. I at first was suspicious of the head priest, and I felt almost certain as though he had something to do with it, which is why I was contemplating searching his quarters, his home. But I just think that he's a bitter old man who's jealous of us and the gifts that have been given to us, and is angry that he's lived for as long as he has, but not received proper thanks from the gods that he's offered his life service to.
You can still go check on him.
Yeah, I want to go. Let's go knock on
I'm going to
his
be
door.
John.
I mean, John's character could, try to look at the augury and see if there's anything.
Or just as the Voller or whatever would be able to go and see what's what.
Yeah, you guys could literally just say, "Hey, yo, no, there was some weird noises in the woods. I just need to talk to you."
Right.
Go see him.
Or we could really pop things off and just chop his head off.
Well, you could.
We could pop things off. And
You
just
could
chop-
technically do whatever you want. I'm trying not to force you into a way.
I'm fingering.
You
my
guys
axe.
can start looking around the town for more stuff too. You know of a couple of families that.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, you
Oh, that's
you just
right.
asked me of a couple of families or people who are here that aren't part of the village. You did just ask that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then forgot about it immediately.
We can go talk to those new.
All right, go talk to the head priest.
Yeah, we're going to talk to the priest. That's a good idea.
Just roll me a spot hidden.
Spat hidden. Oh. I rolled
100.
100.
You tripped and fell on your face and broke your nose.
Yeah, I almost don't want to, for the plot points, I don't want to use a sword here. Or push it. I'm not going to push 100.
94, I don't see anything.
You want to use your sword? You can use your sword. He can't.
We're in the game. We couldn't roll straight.
She got a 26.
Okay. Because for 100, what you do is you go meet up with the guy, and you're just standing behind him. So you just see the hood. You see nothing else. Your entire conversation, you're literally just looking at the back of his robe. There's nothing that... All you see is the entire conversation, and you're like, fuck, I started this conversation in the wrong spot. And because you started the conversation there, you You're like, I'm not walking around.
It would be so awkward if I walked around right now. I can't.
I've already
I
said-
can't walk around.
We had said hi, and he said hi, you all.
And I said hi, and now I'm staring at his back, and he's not even turning to me because he's a weirdo. Or am I the weirdo?
Oh, because
for not
everyone else
walking
is on the
around?
other side.
Am I the weirdo for not walking around? Is he the weirdo for not including me in the circle?
So
or
you,
what?
so he's literally turned his back on you and has faced everyone else, and you just feel the spite of an old man, just watching the back of his robe.
Oh, I'm having a full existential crisis.
Yes.
I'm having a full.
There's a reason your hut is out in the middle of nowhere.
I'm head and hands melting down at this.
I feel like that's fair.
Yeah,
He rolled 100 to do a spot hit. So he's the beginning of the conversation, like he might have been walking this way and you're there,
Right.
but because you two are on this side, he has literally just turned the back to Max, and he's facing you two.
I can't see
And watching
anything.
100, there's nothing that you see other than the back of his robe. But what do you see?
Wait a minute.
So you have to roll your spot hidden.
Roll
Okay.
your spot hit.
I'm staring at
And
the
who-
back of his robe.
And what are
Max
we?
rolled a 100.
What are we watching? What are we looking
You're talking
at?
to the old priest.
Okay.
I said, roll a spot hidden.
And
And he rolled 100. And Kevin rolled a 94.
the priest hates me.
So,
The new rule is a 26, so that's true. But the priest hates
An 80.
you see nothing.
Okay.
So, with the 94 and the 100, it's as if Max, Kevin, John, and you were walking towards him. And he just kind of like goes like this and just talks to you and John.
Okay.
Because they just see nothing. He's behind him. Kevin's here. But for John's character,
Well, she's a fellow.
yeah. And John's character would know more. Roll advantage. See if you can get better.
25.
25.
Hi.
One better.
We'll take those.
So,
You can use luck to push it. You can use his luck. He won't mind. He has 50.
if you want to roll, that would make it a hard success.
Yep. If I use 3.
Yeah, do it. It gives you a lot more. So, John knows him. You guys seen him. But John knows him. And even though that he has his hood up, and he has it tight, John knows he's fully white haired. But while looking, he sees like it's salt and pepper. He was full Santa just like a couple of days ago. And at the beginning of this conversation, he's like, "Oh, hi, boys. Have you come to tell me? Did you find something new from last night?"
So I can still talk to him even though
Yeah,
he's
you
facing
guys,
away
you
from
guys
me?
technically
All right.
wouldn't have seen this. John's
No.
character would have,
But I can.
but would John? I don't think John would.
Well, he's not going to do it.
I don't think
Right.
there's
It's not
a-
going to
yeah,
stop
there's
the.
not a, and we don't have.
But
a
he
secret.
That's I'll
notices-
tell you later kind
He
of thing.
notices his hair is like your beard. He was full Santa, like full Santa. It's an odd thing. But only he notices. Because he's seen this man
Yep.
so many times. Okay? So, yeah. So have you guys noticed something new? Is there something new? Anything came up? I hear a rustling around town. What's going on?
Well, there was a fight on the way here about between some families who had received various tokens.
More of those things?
More of those things, yeah. Do you know who's
I
leaving
thought-
them?
No. We only had the one from the other day.
Well,
So how
Seem-
many are we up to?
seems we're up to at least 3, by my count.
Give
we
me
only-
an intelligence roll. This anyway.
Oh. Nerp.
The barbarian not have a good roll.
Yeah. Put John's character.
Hard success.
All right. So you see down the way, like beyond the priest's hut and here, that there is at least 9 families in total that were having like little arguments. 9 out of 200. So the row. So if you look at the map, like you would have walked over here
Yep.
to the hall, and with his 8, he stopped a whole bunch of them. But you would have seen a couple down here. You would have seen a couple over here. There's maybe like 1 or 2 over here. But coming down here, like just looking, you could see that there was some arguments up and about. Because you're walking from over here up to over here. But you see down, like, there's a couple here, there's a couple here. Because it's still an open village.
Yep.
So altogether, there's about, like, 9 families getting hassled. So you're up to 10.
Uh-oh. That seems like a benchmark. I don't like this. Yeah, so there's definitely been a bunch of those people getting irritated that their kids didn't get left any presents.
So I guess there's no hiding it anymore.
Nope.
No hiding what?
Well, whatever it is. We were talking with the head person,
Jarl.
the Jarl.
Yeah.
We were talking with the Jarl the other day, and we buttoned it up. We talked to the family. They were okay. We were able to get the things, and we were just going to see what was happening. Why start a big commotion if it was only one?
Well, it's not.
Well, someone must have come out and said something. I know I didn't. Did you guys talk to anyone?
Somebody we know might have blabbed on the first night, but I actually feel like that was before the initial blabbage. Was before
Was blab.
the first discovery of the trinkets.
Okay, but all I'm saying is we had kept it under wraps. But with the sight of a mysterious creature in our town, with the sight of these things popping up, people might be getting some type of correlation. So keep everyone safe.
What? How? You keep people safe. You
Well, I'm gonna go
man.
one way. You guys go the other way.
What are you
You're a
gonna
big
do?
scary woman. You could stop them from
What are
fighting.
you gonna do when you go the other way, old man?
I'm gonna tell them to turn the other cheek.
Helga literally puts her head like.
I'm gonna tell
All
them that they're
the-
better than that.
All of this is going. What is the priest's name, by the way?
Schmingle.
Sure, Schminger. Head priest Schmingle.
Schmingle. I feel like I'm in a Smurf village.
No, that would be Schmerkel.
I say Schmingle.
Schmingle.
You have lived a long life, far longer than anyone in this village, and far longer than most in our culture. What are your thoughts about what is going on? Where are these totems coming from? Who's giving them to these families? And what sort of arbitrary process is being used to give them to certain families and not others? What are your thoughts on all this?
Well, I'm going off of what the Jarl said. Well, my thoughts are The first family was a kid who was making up and acting as if he is the parents. I don't know who else is done. So if we're going to go off of that, it could be kids who are good, have been listening. Like, I would have to find out more stuff. At the two families that you guys talked about, I'm guessing you told them about the two.
Mm-hmm.
That it's another. The mother died in childbirth, and the son's taking care of the father, and the other family had just lost one of their kids.
Who do you think, or who or what do you think is giving these totems to the families?
I would guess one of those creatures.
What creatures?
The thing that was in the village last night.
There's more than
You
one.
guys, the guard
But what
saw
are
a giant creature running out. So if they're tithing tears of chaos, and they're creating dissonance in the town,
I suppose what I'm asking of you is, in your knowledge of the gods, of the tales of the gods and their kin and their children, are there any creatures in the 9 realms known for gifting such totems to families?
What I saw last night does not belong in the 9 realms. Wait, no, I've told you about that. I don't think you know exactly.
but does the head priest know? You saw what? What did you see?
My!
Oh, we saw.
I can't believe you didn't tell me.
Blabbermouth Helga goes at it again.
Then he finally turns to you and
Oh
goes,
God!
I can't believe you didn't tell me. Now you're like kind of looking down like,
I can't believe you didn't tell me you dyed your beard, old man.
I
Anyway.
can't believe it's not butter.
you didn't know that. You
No, I
weren't
didn't
looking
know
at it.
that. I know.
You're still looking down because now you're like kick kid.
No, yeah.
Now
But-
you're kick kid looking down on playing son of a
But
bitch.
I am going to attempt a fast talk at a.
Now he's impersonating Captain Kirk.
I am going to attempt a fast talk to try and tell him that. Well, I went temporarily insane after ingesting some hallucinogenic mushrooms, and I saw my.
You could just say I went into a berserker rage, and then after that, I had an incredible downtime.
Oh,
You can fast talk that.
No, yeah, that's what I want to do. I was
Instead of
tripping.
saying I took some fantastical mushrooms and just had a fun time with it.
No, I was tripping hard, and
This
it was
is
a hard
a
come
thing.
down.
I'm going to believe that this is a thing that is known inside the village that the berserkers or your group.
Yeah.
Because it's not just you.
No, I'm part of a squad.
I went to sleep and the walls were melting.
Yeah.
That this is something that they know. But you seem absolutely fine after this. So you're trying to fast talk him that he would believe you because you look perfectly fine, and usually people are down for days after this.
Oh. He doesn't
That's what
know
your
about-
fast talk is.
He doesn't know about my super secret.
No.
That's cool. He
So
doesn't
let's
need to.
fast talk it.
Yeah, let's fast
So
talk.
No,
you're
I mean
getting-
that really is a thing. Coming down from a berserker rage is a hard crash.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a... That,
And you're completely fine. And you had enough time to wash your face.
And it does say here, has a hellish angler in my arcane tomes and spells.
Okay, well, he's doing an insight as a 24, so that's a good success.
Okay. Well, my fast talk is 5 only. So we're rolling hot.
Unless you roll a 1, I don't think you're going to do anything.
You see, this is a time that you could technically hold over your sword, and then he doesn't find out about your special thing.
Yeah, I'm going to hand over the sword. I'm going to hand over a sword for this,
Okay.
but can I roll just to
Yes.
see what I would have gotten?
A 1.
Alright.
Oh my
I don't
God!
want the sword back. I handed it over before I rolled.
No, it's okay. As I said, we're seeing what you would have done. Yes. So somehow you have talked yourself of like, I'm still waiting for the down.
Oh, yeah. It's,
It just happened a couple hours ago. I'm still quite high.
It's like I'm 17 coming home at 11 o'clock.
And he was disappointed, Dad, for a second, but you just mumbled out a whole bunch of words, and just like, he's like,
Oh, baby, you're gonna have a good time tonight. Like he thought, like he's thinking, like some of the mushroom was still in your mouth. You were chewing it all night, so you're just riding the high. And he's looking like, oh, and he pats you on the shoulder and just kind of goes, "You're gonna crash so hard in a couple of hours. I do not feel welcome for you." That's cool. We're chill.
Yeah, so so between your fast talk, he's just taking as you took more to ride it along.
Yeah.
And now instead of being down for 2 days, he's expecting you to be down to like 5 days.
Oh, but I never would be.
Well, he doesn't know that.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
Hey, you got a 1. You passed his talk, everything.
Yeah, what if you're not my dad? My dad died on fire.
I've known your dad. Your dad was a good warrior. He enjoyed his crashes.
No, I don't, so that's why I take more. It's cool. I don't have a problem. You do.
So once again, you talked yourself out of this, and he goes, "Okay," and then he turns his back against you again. And he's taking it as, "Okay, no, this is a high." Alright. So which also leads into when he said he turns the other cheek, you saw him swagger his ass. And that's all you saw because all you see is the robes.
Fine ass. Fine eyes on that
Aliens
old man.
too?
Or just anything.
Game over, man. Game over.
So yeah. So you talked your way out of this. 100%.
Sweet.
He doesn't believe you. He doesn't see anything. He doesn't see the rune. He just sees someone who's riding the high and just went, "Okay, I see where you went there." And takes as you saw a creature of chaos there. So giving it to you in his long studies in this, he would believe that this is some type of creature of chaos who is trying to cause some type of dissonance in the realm. He could see Loki or a descendant of Loki disguising themselves as something and trying to trick, like Lothi, where he tried to sell his sister, where he was giving something to a family which he could not believe in, but he gained money by selling his sister, and when the guy came to collect the sister, he was gone.
You mean like Loki tried to promise Freya to the frost giants?
So he's trying to create some type of dissonance to stir up something. But this specific thing, creating a token that's handed off, there's nothing in records.
Okay.
But there is always Loki who's trying to play some type of trick, who always shows up as anything. And he's shown up as a horse. He's shown up as something else. He's shown up as a wolf. He's shown up as that. He carried a cat. He carried a horse to. He has a horse child. He has a wolf child. He has a snake child, because he could be lady or male.
There was a frost giant that built the walls of Asgard.
Mm-hmm.
And if he completed the walls in a certain amount of days, he would be gifted as a bride the goddess Freya. Loki turned himself into a female horse to distract the giant's horse. And without his horse, the giant was able to complete the walls except for 3 stones. So Odin was adamant. Sorry, it's not completed. You're not going to... And in the meantime, the giant's horse, who had sex with Loki, Loki got pregnant, and the child that they had was Sleipnir, the eight-legged steed of Odin.
See, I know my stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, so you know, Loki could be doing Loki shit.
So maybe somebody who we don't know, maybe somebody in the village is not who they claim to be. Maybe somebody in the village is a shapeshifter, or the actual person has been replaced with a shapeshifter or a changeling, or possessed by the spirit of something else. But like Kevin said, where do we even begin to inquire or find any clues that would point us in the right direction to
Those strangers, maybe.
You mean the
And the old man is just telling you to go check the families that are having problems.
All right.
Go talk to them.
Okay.
Maybe there's something different. Go figure it out.
I mean, I guess like Standard Call of Cthulhu in the 1920s, what it might require is actually talking to people. So let's talk to the families. So should we? About how many families are we talking about here?
Like 2 or 3 in like outskirts, like spare huts.
Okay.
I think.
I gave you a number. Do you remember the number?
I just regurgitated what
You
I
can
thought
help
was
him.
the number.
Help him.
I think it was 3.
Help him.
Wasn't it 3?
He said there were 10 now.
Oh, 10.
Thank you.
Oh, those families. I thought you meant the stranger families.
Or the stranger families. The families who
Received the thingies.
the old guy is telling you to go break up the fights with the people who got gifts.
Oh, I would do that, dude.
So there's 10 families.
Oh, there's
Okay.
10 of them. Okay.
I think Max is
Yeah,
talking
but we
about
already talked to one of them.
The three or four groups
Foreign families.
the foreign people
Yeah,
kind of
right.
stuck
Those
here.
people.
Snowbound
Yeah.
with us for
I was talking
for
about the
time
ones who
being.
got the gifts.
I would
Yeah.
talk to gift people.
Because I thought you were
Yeah.
thinking about the guys
Yeah.
with the gifts. You were thinking about the guys with the gifts.
And
You
then
were-
I was
Yeah.
saying a different thing.
but it was
okay.
10 people. It was
Yeah,
9.
it was 10.
There was one that you know of.
And then
and
Well, there was
9
one that we
fine
said
extra.
keep it. There was
Yeah.
another
And
one
then
that
there's 9
got rid of it
others.
already.
Well, let's go talk to those families.
Okay.
In the process of talking with them, we'll try to put their minds at ease and peace, but also see what we can learn.
There.
Any new clues?
All right. Roll. Well, it would be.
What trait?
What are you trying to figure out? Are you talking to the family? Are you trying to stop the fights? Are you trying to listen into the fights to figure out if they heard anything?
These families
Or-
have received these
Yes.
tokens. Is there anybody in the families, any members of these, any members of any of the families who have seen anything
You would have to talk to them.
unusual? Exactly.
But what do you? So you're trying to figure out if they found anything, if they've heard anything.
Yeah. Have you seen any like one, for example,
Hey, give me a luck roll.
one
That
li-
would be luck.
one little boy a couple
Yeah.
of games back says, "I heard them scratching on a door outside."
Yeah. So give me a luck roll.
Okay.
That would be a luck roll. If you were trying to stop the families from getting harassed, that would be intimidation or persuasion or fast talk. If you're just trying to,
No.
Any luck, Kevin?
well,
16.
with
Yeah.
luck roll, it's whoever has the worst luck rolls,
Oh, I have a 65.
I have a 58.
I have a 40.
and you fail.
John's
the
got
more-
a 47.
The more luck you spend, the harder it's going to get.
Okay.
That's why luck is good, but luck is bad. So no, there's out of the families that you guys had specifically talked to, other than maybe some scratching, no one's heard anything else. But they're still, the families are still sort of getting harassed by people.
On top of everything else, Are are any of the families being harassed?
All of them.
Well, I'll
Other than the first two, the families down the way.
I will try one house at a time.
So you could roll a fast talk. Max can roll intimidation. You guys can roll the persuade, and then fix all the families. Because right now, they are. It's not fight. It's just there is a couple of families in front of each of the houses, and they're trying to, like, at this point in time, after talking with the old guy, they have shut the doors, and the families are standing outside, knocking on this door, trying to scream out, "I'll buy it. I'll do this.
I'll use persuade.
You owe me because I helped you out with
Right.
the field. No, you owe my family because we lent you the horses. No, you owe my family because we fixed your plow and we didn't ask for that."
Okay. So
Like, there is discontent.
I'll roll. I'll roll 2 intimidate. So I'll try and
Yeah,
intimidate
so-
2
Is
victims.
discontent
so
in the
like
winter?
there is
What's that?
there is
There's
a couple
discontent
of
in the winter.
discontents.
That's right.
This is the winter of your discontent.
I'm going to use persuade.
What's that?
There's a 67.
So you try to persuade a couple of families to go away, and they kind of look at you and they're like, "You see, they're trying to stop us. They're trying to stop us. This really must mean something." So your people get more enraged. I saw that Max did a really good one.
It was just a regular pass.
Yeah, but you
26.
still you they go.
It's a pass.
You talk about their fathers, you talk about their past and everything else, and you intimidate them like you're better than this. Get away. And when you go to the couple that you do scare the families away.
Be gone.
I'm going to use fast talk because that's my best one.
All right.
And I did not.
Okay. So
Oh no.
what about? Do you want to try pushing it?
No. What has John got? I guess his fast talk is about the best at 40.
Persuade, intimidate, talk.
No, the other intimidate is only 15. Persuade is only 15. I think he'd have some better stuff.
An education, maybe. Could you try to?
You can do an intelligence roll that's trying to.
Well, that's an 85.
Yeah, you can do his intelligence to try to get into the better of him. And,
Ooh.
16.
Okay.
yeah, so with that's a critical success with that. So yeah, he can get to the better of his family. So out of so 7 of them were still getting kind of harassed. Like, people were still knocking on the door trying to figure out what's going on. Maybe trying to take it. There's now only 4 families left that. Now that group is like a little bit more enticed. They're like, the man's trying to stop us. How could you? You see, they're trying to push us away. So this really must be a thing. I saw him just get out of the priest hut. Blah 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 blah. They're trying to put down the man.
Ooh,
Like-
I am gonna.
Like, you know how this goes.
I'm getting tempted to lay waste to this town.
But like, what do you? But before you put away all your dice, you can probably put away the 6s and whatnot. Just keep out the 100s. Are you gonna try looking around the houses to see if you guys notice anything different? Are you gonna find any type of clues around them?
We remember there was a
Because-
smear of goo
Yeah.
above the door of the first house.
Yeah.
So I guess I wouldn't have to spot hidden for that. Do I see like other
There
goos?
still is the goo.
Okay.
It is still the same color.
Okay.
Is it similar to the goo?
The first house.
No. Similar to the goo of the remains of the creatures that we dispatched.
No, but you guys can roll me a spot hidden
Okay.
or research or whatever it is.
I'm keeping this in my hand.
No.
Ooh,
That's a critical failure.
14.
11.
Those are good ones.
That's criticals.
So while you're looking for the same type of stuff,
I break my finger.
well, you're kind of more caught on looking for stuff just on the houses that have the things.
Right.
What they notice is on top of some of the houses that don't receive the gifts, you see some of the black ichor on the top of some of the other houses.
That might be the stuff we want to wash off.
So if you show me the map,
Like the black stuff.
so while you're solely intent on trying to find something new on the houses that you know of, they start looking at the houses that aren't these houses.
Okay.
So what you kind of saw was the first house was over here on the edge of the village.
Yeah.
Like it was these two houses where there might have been something and they might have shared it and a couple of them are missing, but the one kid still has one or two of the figures versus a whole family. Now, so I was going to see if I had a different color, but I don't think I do that.
Do you have a highlighter? Do you have a highlighter, Kevin?
Not something I have.
I thought I had something better. It's in this bag. Yellow or highlighter.
Okay.
And pink highlighter. There you go.
Okay, I'll use pink.
Well, use yellow for the houses that have. So that was a good house.
That was a good house.
And now over here,
Mhm.
you're looking at there was good house and good house
These two?
because they were right next to each other, and that's why they were being harassed, and he was able to do it. There was good house, let's say these two. So that one of those, one of these, one of these, and let's say one of these.
Okay.
The bad houses
Yep.
are all of those that are not highlighted. See here. It's just easy to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here. And then we said 9, 10, right?
Mhm.
So 9, 9. I'll say 10. There we go. So there's your 10.
Okay.
So if you can see a pattern, then I'll probably just do there. There we go. So your guys' investigation comes out that you see that.
We see the pinks.
Yeah.
Huh.
I can tell you right now, you're thinking too hard about it.
What
They're right across the street.
You want to help him? What's your thoughts?
I didn't get a good look at it.
You want to put it down so everyone can see? Or you still can't see.
Nope.
Can't see from kitty.
There.
I know the pattern. The houses that are good are the ones closest to trees. The ones that are bad, for a large part, are further away from trees. I don't know, with this possible exception right here, that's the sacred tree. Most of the houses around the sacred tree are bad.
I see that piece of paper. Let me know. That's in the paper.
Or it's coming from the water.
Like,
Like for a large part, except for the stuff closest to my house, the stuff is bad near the water.
I mean, in this area right here, the good houses are closest to the trees
wall.
and the wall leading to outside. Whereas these are further away from the wall. This is a different pattern. The pattern over here is that the houses closest to the sacred tree are bad, and the ones furthest from the sacred tree are good.
Hand me a sword. I know you've been wanting to hand this over so long.
Yes.
Thing hits you on the head. It looks like the houses were judged closest to the wall. They're working from the outside in.
Oh. Okay.
Because none of the inside houses have been marked here. So maybe it doesn't have enough power to get all the way through the town.
Ooh.
Because only so far
That's
from
very
the
true.
wall.
Yeah.
And then it ran away.
It only crossed one road. It hasn't crossed all the roads.
It hasn't gotten closer to the water. You're looking at the wrong pattern. Like this pings in your head and you're like, holy shit, I know something.
Love that.
I know you've been trying to hand over the sword all day.
At least one of them. I want to keep one in reserve, but if I'm rolling with a surplus, I tucked under his paw
I
and
know,
took a look.
but I'll give you that so you don't have to roll. So that type of roll, there you go. Does that help you out?
Yes.
Yes.
You're looking at the wrong pattern. You're looking at why is it going from the outside in?
And so let's exhort the town folks to walk out onto the ice. There cannot be judge. We will spend this Yule on the ice.
And then a kraken comes.
Probably. We're trying to evade that blatantly.
Anybody that weighs the same weight as a duck
Here you go, Max. You can
is
put
a
your
witch.
thing in the thing and put your sword inside of that. So, I'm sorry. You were good. You were finding a pattern, but then all the other ones over here didn't match it.
Right. Right.
You're looking. That's why I said you're looking too hard. I'm trying to keep it easy. This is one of those the door is not locked. Oh my god, I have to roll for this, Is it a mimic? It's a mimic! I can't go into it. It's a mimic tree. It's a because I've definitely had that with the students. Where they had spent 20 minutes on an unlocked door. They just needed to fucking open it.
Right.
But they're so afraid that something's going to happen that they spend 20 minutes and 5 level 1 spells and something else.
Yeah, I'm gonna detect magic on this unlocked door.
Yes! 100%! Have you done that yet? Or your group have done that yet with Shrod?
Yeah, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
There was some woman, and we just interacted.
Are you running a game at the high school? At the
No, this is just with my
Oh.
friends.
Because I'd love to do Strahd, but no. I'd love to do an adult version of the carnival game.
The Feywild
Yeah,
one?
no, this one right here.
Oh, perfect.
This
So,
nice big campaign that's right here.
how does that have more after the house?
Yeah.
The Crooked House? Okay. Because I only know up to the Crooked House. I
know.
I was up to Evantris with that. But
Koala. Here.
Koala.
Koala's
in the wild.
cute little koala.
Miss Farrell.
I just
Oh,
opened
yeah,
up.
yeah,
Yeah, she's sharing some pictures. She's taking
Something
from
like that.
She's in Australia
Oh,
now.
nice.
So
Kangaroo.
I do know that's one of
This-
the latest kicks now is the whole folk horror environment for running campaigns.
So that's all they did. This is character and character creation.
Okay.
That's what they didn't do.
Jeez.
Plus the 3 extra side quests you got if you ordered it early.
Okay.
So that's all they did.
Wow.
And that is set up.
That took 10 episodes.
Yeah,
So
that's
wait,
just
that's
set
the
up.
train, basically?
This is the train setup and the them getting to the village.
Oh, so the Oak of Many Faces and the Crooked House is
The Crooked
all
House and
that.
everything is just that.
That's so
Kevin, I'm just gonna
That's
leave
everything
these
else.
here.
Okay.
So if you
Yeah.
want to like seal them, we can have them next game or something.
Sure.
Yeah, but this is everything else.
Oh, that's awesome.
Here is the map.
That looks really cool.
Okay.
All they did. Where is it? Arguably. That's all they did. They just did that.
Oh.
That's the only town they did.
Oh.
You still have all the rest of town. You're supposed to go to all other 10 towns.
How do you?
Why it says it's 10 towns.
Should be okay. As far as I know.
So they did 10 episodes. And 5 of those episodes was just a house. Which is 5 pages. Why do you think that lady was driving herself up a wall? Because they won't shut up.
That is true. That is. I feel so bad.
How do you look